KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Friday, and I'm ready to. What's good? We popping up, we popping out. It's your boy KO. We live on a Friday. We got the club going up on a Friday. Smash that like button. It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO 86, Knockout Boxing 86, KO Boxing 86, whatever you want to call me. I'm live, I'm here, we back. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Smash that like button as you come in the building. The standard is the standard, even on a Friday. That means we need to get to 100 likes so we can get the show cracking. And we got two big-time, big boy topics. We got two big-time, big boy topics today. We talking about the ramifications of Premier Boxing Champions joining Dazn. And we talking about the ramifications of Shakur Stevenson signing to Zuffa. That's what we got today. I got about 2 hours in front of y'all. The smoke link is in the chat, and I'm on that. And I'm on that with everybody. And I got a PSA, public service announcement, as soon as we get the likes to 100. I see 103 people in the building total, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to get the likes to 100. And please, make yourself known in my chat. Don't sneak watch my shit. Make yourself known. Salute me. Don't come in my house and don't speak. That shit is rude. Don't come into my house without speaking. That shit is rude, bro. Yeah, that shit real rude. But look, make sure you donate to the channel. Hit that super chat button. Super chat is right there where you're leaving your comment at right now. You see the dollar sign. That's where you can leave the super chat. You can also hit that Cash App. I appreciate the Cash Apps for sure. Cash App is $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And I also ask that you join the channel. Oh shit, my mic failed, but we back. I also ask that you join the channel as a member, so you can be notified when we drop exclusive content every single week on the channel. Yes, we even got boxing picks and a betting video out for today. I see you backstage. You can turn your camera off. As soon as I get done speaking to everybody, I'll let you up. As soon as I get the likes, as soon as I get it done speaking to the fam, I will let you up. So just stay right there. Please don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere because I want to see who you are and what you're trying to do. But you can turn your camera off because it looked like your camera's frozen and shit. Because you ain't moving. Your shit done froze out. So get that together, we'll let you up. But keep in mind, that's a smoke link only. So that's only if you want smoke, only if you're trying to debate something. Just know that. And channel members, let them know we've been hitting. Let them know we've been hitting on all these picks too, man. We working. Let's see who all is in the building. Shout out to my dog, Big Bob Gun. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat, he said. Absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. We got Marcus T, the building. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat, he said. Absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. Whoever that was backstage, Fendi, I didn't kick you off. Your shit timed out and kicked yourself off. So once you get your technology together, you're more than welcome to come up here. But understand, bro, it's about smoke. I'm getting to these topics. The only people that can hit this link is anybody that wants smoke. You want smoke? Hit the link. You don't want smoke? Enjoy the show until I say it's an open panel. That's what we on today. Daryl Deloach in the building. What up? Captain Crunch. What up? Mike Mouse in the building. Brother Huey Q. What's good with you? Shout out to Eric. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. Shout out to my dog Ty Austin in the building. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, bro. Brother Huey Q. What up? Intellect. What's good? Warren Jackson. Terrence Gayton. Yahoo Cypher in the building. Eric B. What's happening with you? Big Barrel. What up? Brashton McClendon, my dog. What up, Brashton? Javon. What up? Johnny Bay. What up? Savage Killer Queen. What's good? Kathena's in the building. Red Oak, Texas. Nike Hooper, what up? Big T, what up? Dominic Woodland, what's good? King the Bama fan, what up? D3 in the building. What's up, D3? Y'all go subscribe to the brother D3 too, by the way. Over there kicking that boxing talk, kicking that football talk, whatever you need, he got you. Shout out to Comeback Protocol, 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, showing love with some color. Appreciate you, bro. Poi Pounder in the building. Rastafari in the building. And by the way, y'all can donate to the channel today. Nigga, it's Friday. It's payday. Y'all got paid today. Okay? Y'all got paid today. Y'all get that super chat. Y'all get that cash out. Y'all know y'all got paid today. Ross Faridi says, KO, you seen Tank said FAB? Yes, I did. That's a video coming tomorrow. I'm on some other shit today. That video be dropping tomorrow morning. Y'all know I drop videos every fucking day. I work 7 days a week, bro. I'm working on the YouTube 7 days a week. I'm working my full-time job 5 days a week. We put in 100-hour work weeks, bro. We go about 40 to 50 hours every week on the real job, and then on this YouTube shit, man, I'm trying to build this as my own business. So we going about 40 to 50 hours there too. We work, you know what I'm saying? So don't you worry. Yes, I seen it. We're gonna be talking about that tomorrow, but I can't let what the PBC did yesterday and the Zone did yesterday be overshadowed, and I can't let Shakur Stevenson's move be overshadowed, and I can't let Devin Haney fans be overshadowed today. Yeah, I can't let that be overshadowed. I got work to do. You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of work to do, but don't worry, that work will get done tomorrow. Shout out to Savage Bo. What's up with you, bro? Salute. We got A13TJ, 10 of them things. 10 of them things. No biscuit in the super chat. Said KO Kerr really signed to Zuffa. Shaking my head. Yes, he did. And niggas is trying to make excuses for him. I see. I see. Y'all cannot escape this work, bro. You can't escape these facts. It's trash. It's over with. We gonna talk though. Nick the Don, what up? Ruben Langford, what up? Kurt Hurd in the building, what up? Ty Austin, Desmond Johnson, Cozy, what up? Dom the Dangerous, Josh Sanders, what up? Josh, I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Hope you're chilling. You know what I mean? Hope all is well with the swoosh light. What up? Mr. Fish in the building, what up with you? Brandon Fo, what up? Ruben Langford, what up? Cedric Battles, I see you boxing and barbecue. What up? Juice Vision, what up? Makai, what's up? Johnny Spears in the building. What up, Johnny? Salute. I see you backstage, but then you disappeared. I see you backstage, but then you disappeared, whoever you were. The Real, whoever The Real is, more than welcome to come up. Okay. You're more than welcome to come up. You just got to turn your camera on and you can turn it off. But don't go nowhere yet. There's 2 people that came up here and then left. Don't go nowhere. The link is there. It'll be there all show long. Josh Sanders, what up again, bro? Tarek B, what up? Louis Shipman, what's good? Creole the Traveler, what's happening with you? Joseph Johnson, what up? Josette, what's good? He said we need 29 more people to hit the like button. That means we got 71 likes. Hanos Clan, I know y'all can't fucking do math. Y'all are short when it comes to reading, writing, and arithmetic. I understand. Rising Sun, what up? Straight like that, what's up? Milo, Baltimore in that bit. What up, boy? Salute to you, fam. Herbert Johnson, what's good? Big Scope, what's happening with you? Darius Warren, what up? Richie LCMD, the hub, what's good with you? Million Films, what's up? Brother Huey Q, what's up? I spoke earlier because I know you be coming by, dropping a comment, then coming back when the show starts, but I'm speaking again. What's up, bro? Chris, what's happening with you? Ron Anderson, what up? Mike Jackson, what's good, bro? DJ, what's happening with you? Paige, what's good with you? J.A. Dixon, what's good? Blitzum J, what's happening? Marshall Howe, what up? Teach in the building, what up? And Trail Allen, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Vincent Slade, what's good? Tim Carey says we're at 88 likes. That means we need 12 people to hit the like button, so please do that. We got Braxton McClendon, 5 people. No Biscuit in the super chat. He says Shakur trying his best to get that Devin fight, so I'm assuming he fighting Key. If not, it's got to be Tank. Everyone too quiet. News is about to drop. We're about to figure out what everybody doing, what type of real shit or what type of whole shit everybody on. Right now, January 10th, 2026, Shakur Stevenson looking like a whole duck and a whole sucker out here right now, bro. AWN, what up? Straight up. No matter how you slice it or how you dice it, either he a sucker because he taking Keyshawn Davis work, or he a hoe because he ducking red. We gonna talk though. Don't worry, we'll get there, bro. I promise. I'm gonna cover all. I got y'all, bro. Y'all know I'm gonna do work. Robert Pitts, what up? Zach B, what's good? Your boy Tank not looking good. He reached down to 130 and now reaching down even further. But bam, shaking my head. That's what's up. Put the receipts in the chat that Robert Garcia was talking about. Put the receipts in the chat. If you put the receipt in the chat, then I'll stand correct. But until you can show me that Tank Davis did all that with Bam, I'm going to say Robert Garcia full of shit and he bluffing. And he just talking shit. Because I can't stand this ancient future. You're going to learn something about me because I ain't never seen you before. I can't stand a motherfucker that try to threaten you with a receipt. That's some Devin Haney fan shit. That's some bum from the bottom, bum side, bummiest brand in the land, motherfucking, CeeLo Green, hungry hippo. That's that sucker shit. Oh, nigga, look, bro. Nigga, I know for a fact nigga sent an offer and he ain't want no smoke. And the nigga, I was on the phone when the nigga sent the offer. I sent the paperwork or whatever. I got the paperwork right now. I can show you. Well, nigga, show me then. 2 things. Tank versus Bam Rodriguez, I'm not checking for that shit. That shit's not a good fight. They 4 weight classes apart. Don't nobody want that shit. Second thing, somebody got to show me that Tank Davis really said that shit to Bam Rodriguez. Because he going at everybody publicly, but Bam is the one motherfucker that he go at privately. I don't believe it. And if Robert Garcia got the paperwork and got the receipts, why he ain't showing? Miss me with that shit, bro. Go check out the video I did on this shit. I'm not buying it, bro. Kevin House, what's up? Dank Father, what's happening with you? I see you. Dank. I see you, bro. Texas shit. I see you. Pressure Chris, 10 piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. KO Shakur shows me he doesn't think he could beat Tank. He's always running rather than making the fight happen. We're going to talk, bro. I promise you. Rocco McBride, what up? Trap Band, what's good? I'm not here live for no reason, nigga. We going to talk. Ricky Williams, what up? Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey, 10 piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. Shakur Ho, that's it. Damn. What you want? Quee in the building. What's up, Quee? Salute, sister. Y'all go check out her channel. Subscribe to her channel. Zoomverse in the building. What's up, brother? Y'all go subscribe to my homie, the Zoomverse. Go check out his channel. don't know what that means, bro. You can't wait to see you. What that mean, bro? You got a weird ass avatar. And that's a weird ass comment. What you mean you can't wait to see me? Is that like you can't wait to see me like you trying to do something to me, or you can't wait to see me because you want some homo, some other shit? I'm gonna tell you two things, bro. If you can't wait to see me because you talking about it's some smoke or something, nigga, it's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. That's number one. Number two, if you can't wait to see me and it's on that other type of time, I'm married to a beautiful woman and I don't swing that way. So just stay saluting, keep that shit moving. That was a weird ass comment, bro. Melvin Ear Podcast, ain't seen you in a minute. What's up? Salute, bro. Hope all is well with you. Vernell Stevenson, what up? Trey W234, what up? Why Cash the guy? What's happening with you? Fresh Baker, what's good? Shout out to my dog, Brashon McClendon. 5P. No biscuit in the super chat. He said if anything changes, fucking with him because he picked Shakur to beat him, and Robert dumbass knows this and wants clout. All I'm saying is show me the receipts and I'll shoot the shit down. I'll get on this motherfucker and make a video and say, nah, Tank, what the fuck you trying to fight 118 pounder for? Nah, Tank, we want to see you fight this dude. Nigga, I can think about 15, 20 fights. I want to see Tank Davis in over some Bam Rodriguez shit, though. Because I'm real like that. Niggas don't move how I move. You understand what I'm saying to you? Jessica, what's up? Salute. Welcome to the channel. WTF Media. What the fuck? What's happening? J-Man, what up? Media Riley, what's happening with you, bro? Zaylon, what's good? Bando, what up? Bando, let me get you right, bro. Let me get you right. My nigga Dean fuck with you, I fuck with you. Let me get you right, brother. While it's on my mind, because I fuck around and forget when I get in the middle of this cook. You hear me? I get in the middle of this cook, I fuck around and forget. You understand what I'm saying to you? There you go, bro. Welcome to the game. We almost at 20K, and when we get to 20K, that shit's over with. That shit's over with. Sammy, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Whoever that is backstage, all I see is a dark screen, bro. You got to cam up. You got to show your face. All right, you good? You can turn your camera off. Zone 6 Baltimore in the building. What's good? Objective fan, what's happening with you? Salute. We got 227 in the building with 123 likes. Let's run this. Let's run this shit. I got some topics I'm gonna get to with somebody backstage. Let's see what they talking about. Hold up, we got a cash out. Kurt Hurd with the 5-piece in the cash app. He says, for the day stream. Appreciate you. Kathenis with the 5-piece in that cash app. He says, Shakur Stevenson too big for 35. Too little and scary for 47. Damn, he says Shakur is a tweener. Well, unfortunately, Kathenis, Zuffa don't have his weight class. There's no 140-pound division in his weight class. You understand what I'm saying? So, he shit out of luck. Let me get Lewis. Because, Lewis, I do see you a lot. And I have seen you supporting. Give me 1 second. All right, that's it for today. Eyes Boxing, what's up? Salute to you. All right, let's get to it, man. The real, how can I help you?
You can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so I've been hearing you say that you don't believe Robert Garcia received that DM from Tank and you need receipts. Yep. Why would Robert Garcia have an incentive to lie on Tank about his fighter who he manages and trains that Gervonta Davis called him out for a fight? Tell me the logical reason then of why he would make that up when Bam is steaming right now. He just signed a new $1 million contract. He's scheduled to fight now anyway, very soon. Why would they got to lie on Tank? What made them just come out the woodworks with that fable?
So, number one, he's not scheduled to fight Monster anyway anytime soon. That fight has not been scheduled. That fight has not been made yet. So that's number one. You totally wrong. I don't know what the fuck or where the fuck you got that from, unless you know.
So he wasn't supposed to. So he wasn't supposed to handle his business, his recent fight, and then top of next year, Turkey was supposed to schedule him, and now anyway for a fight. That you never heard that news.
This is what I'm telling you. That fight is not scheduled. That fight has not been negotiated. That fight is not next. to our knowledge, because no one has made that fight. That's what I'm telling you. So to say that fight is scheduled next, you're totally wrong. So let's start there. Like, get your facts in order. You're gonna come up here fucking with me. That's number one. Number two, as far as Tank and Robert Garcia's reason is the same as everybody else's reason. It's the same reason that Shakur Stevenson didn't want to talk about Tank Davis no more. Said, I don't want to talk about little buddy. He ain't this, he ain't that. But then when he finally signed this big Zuffa deal, whose name did he use to make sure that to get that shit going and get that shit going viral? He used Gervonta Tank Davis' name. When Devin Haney was going back and forth with Shakur Stevenson and going back and forth with motherfucking going back and forth with Keyshawn Davis about that shit, him and Bill Haney, when Tank Davis came and called him, what'd he do? Drop everything you fucking had going on and entertain Gervonta Tank Davis. So Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Robert Garcia's reasoning is the same motherfucking reasoning. Because you mentioned Tank name, you gonna get a video, niggas gonna talk about you, it's gonna go viral because of who Gervonta Tank Davis is as a star. So that's the logical motherfucking reason, is that Gervonta Davis is a superstar, and mentioning his name, people are gonna talk about it. And what did that prompt people to do? I don't know who you are. You're a prime example. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you up here before. But guess what? You up here to talk to me about who? Gervonta Davis and Bam Rodriguez. Why? Because Robert Garcia said what the fuck he said. Had he not said what he said, your ass probably wouldn't even be up here. So I hope that's enough logical reasons for you.
That's definitely not enough logical reasons. And again, to what you said, you're right about a fight not being officially scheduled, but they have been in negotiations preliminarily for a fight to be scheduled in early 2027, sir. So you can't, you can say that a fight isn't official.
The difference between preliminary conversations and a fight being scheduled. You didn't say they were in preliminary conversations. You didn't say that they were in negotiations. You said that they have a fight scheduled. You have to use your words carefully, because all words don't mean the same thing. There is a 1,000% difference between preliminary conversations and a fight being scheduled. If you came up here and said they've had preliminary conversations or they're trying to work on a fight, I'd agree with you, but that's not what you came up here and said. So don't start changing your argument now because you realize who the fuck you talking
I don't have to change my argument for the simple fact I'm about 100% sure whether I said preliminary or it's scheduled. The fight is supposed to be scheduled, and it will be scheduled because both of them handled their business in their recent fights, and that was what Turkey was looking for in order to make the fight happen. Now, if he had an instance like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney did when they had that fight in New York in Times Square, then we could see that, hey, this is not going to happen. But pretty much everything is going to be set in stone because both parties want the fight to happen. Now, Bam just has to be.
You're using words like pretty much.
I'm using logic.
Everything is pretty much going to happen because it hasn't happened yet. I'm not here to disagree with the fight makes sense, that they want to make that fight. All I disagree with was what you said, which was the fight is scheduled and it's done. You made it seem like the fight is already done, but that's not the point. The point that you came up here to talk about, that was just me correcting you. And I guess you didn't like yourself being corrected. What I am telling you is that as far as Robert Garcia, of course it makes sense for him to use Gervonta Tank Davis's name. Just like it makes sense for everyone to use Gervonta Tank Davis's name because he's the biggest American star that we have in boxing, bro. So if you can use his name, get some shit going, get people talking about your fighter, that's what everyone is doing. He's no different than any other manager, bro. And the reason that I believe what I believe is because I don't like when niggas threaten with receipts. I said that in my video, and I'm saying that on the live stream, and I'm saying it to you directly. Don't threaten receipts. Don't tell us just believe you, I got the receipts. Tell us, here go the receipts right here, and prove it. Because logically, Tank Davis is going at everybody. Everybody, from Scooter Fulton to Floyd Mayweather to motherfucking Devin Haney to Shakur Stevenson, and many other people's on social media. But I'm supposed to believe that Bam Rodriguez is the one person he's going at privately? I don't believe that shit. Because this is the same Tank Davis that said Inouye was too small. And Inouye is a bigger fight, more accomplished than Bam Rodriguez, a bigger star in the sport of boxing. So if he thinks that Inouye is too small at 122 pounds, why would he think that Bam Rodriguez is just right at 118 pounds? That shit don't make no sense.
Okay, because I feel like since you believe that Tank sells the most pay-per-views in American boxing and he puts the most asses in cheeks and seats,
I don't believe that. That is a fact. That's not something that I believe. That's a fact.
Okay. Let's just go. Let's just agree with what you're saying, right? We agree with what you're saying. Now, so you feel like because he does that, he doesn't have to clout chase. He doesn't have to get things because the man has been out of the ring for more than a year at this point, I believe, or damn near a year. I don't know the exact number when he fought Lamont Roach, but he's been out of the ring for a long time. So if he's going after all these people on social media, do you feel like it's to get his name circulating and keep his name alive since he hasn't fought in so long, no matter how many pay-per-views he sells and how many asses in seats he puts?
No, because Gervonta Tank Davis is gonna go viral every single time. He knows that. You know that. I know that. Whatever he does, it's gonna be the biggest and hottest in boxing. He can literally send out a tweet and make Shakur Stevenson get on the motherfucking scale. When he say get on the scale, he can send out a tweet and get an offer out and make Devin Haney temporarily stop every fucking thing he got going on, bro.
So everyone's chasing him.
He's so powerful in the sport of boxing, and his name rings bells so much that PBC is using him to negotiate separately with Dazn because his name is so big. So you want a PBC deal? Cool. We'll sign a deal with you. But if you want the Gervonta Davis side of it, we got to have separate negotiations because that's how much name his weight holds. No other American in boxing is doing that. When these other promoters go to a network, bro, they go to a network and they just have to give them the whole package. He's the only fighter that can be like, nah, bro, he's separate. He the premium package. You want to fight with him? We gonna have to negotiate that shit separately. Can't nobody else move like that.
Like, now, have you thought of that? Now, have you thought of that on the contrary, that Gervonta Davis has a lot of issues outside of the ring, and the organization and a company like Dazn doesn't want to risk having him on their roster or in business with the PBC until.
So then why as part of their commercial do they have Tank Davis doing the backflip? Why they make him part of their commercial then? If they don't want to do business with him.
They can still utilize his name and not use him fully.
So they want to utilize his name, but they don't want to. Like, yes. You think that Premier Boxing Champions would allow the Dazn to utilize Tank Davis' name while simultaneously why wouldn't they want to do business with Tank Davis? You're swimming like Sean Porter fighting, bro.
The PBC has been in a big financial deficit of over $400 million from investors since they ended up and started with Al Heyman when he was handing out all these big lucrative contracts when they got going. So in order to offset their books, that's why they went to Amazon, and now they're also trying to offset their books more with Dazn. So you don't look at the business side.
Why is PBC always the ones for you guys that seem to be struggling, but yet they're the ones that are making the biggest moves at the same time? That shit never makes sense to me. So this struggling fucking company, Golden Boy want to do business with him with David Benavidez and Zerto. This struggling fucking company, Top Rank do business with him with motherfucking Abdullah Mason and Albert Bell. This struggling fucking company got to deal with Prime and Dazn right now simultaneously. This struggling fucking company seems to be able to get Canelo Alvarez to come over there, do big time fights. They're making the biggest fucking fights of the last 3 and 5 years from any of these American promoters, and they're the ones that are struggling and ain't got a pot to piss in. That shit don't make no sense what y'all be saying.
What's the last biggest fight from PBC?
The last biggest one?
Yeah, just name in the last year. What's the biggest fight they've had?
The Tank Davis and Gervonta Roach fight.
A fight that most people do that was bigger than that. A fight that most people didn't want to see.
What did Golden Boy do that was bigger than that, bro?
You said what?
What did Golden Boy do that was bigger than that? Or Matchroom do that was bigger than that? Or Top Rank that do that was bigger than that? That fight is still bigger than any fight that happened this year. It's bigger than Shakur motherfucking Timalifu. It's bigger than David and Zerto. It's bigger than Boots and Xander. The fuck are you talking about to me right now, bro?
Listen, bro, you're just a Tank fan.
What are you talking about?
You just a Tank fan. That's all it is. I've realized you don't like
not about fandom, bro.
Yes, it is.
What happens when you niggas get up
claim that you preach facts, but you're emotional. You're a Tank guy. That's your boy.
It's not emotional. It's facts.
And even when somebody told you
that Tank Davis and Gervonta Roach did better numbers and was a bigger fight than Shakur and Timalifu. It is a fact that Tank Davis and Gervonta Roach did bigger and better numbers than Boots and Xander. It's a fact that they did better numbers than motherfucking David and Zerto. The point I'm making to you is you talking all this shit, but what he just did is still bigger than everything that happened this year.
Terrence Crawford and Canelo was bigger than the
telling me that he don't have no
Terrence Crawford.
You telling me don't nobody want to do business with him? You sound crazy, bro.
Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez was bigger than Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. Please stop. That's why I say you a fan, dude.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the American promoters. We're talking about the people that are fighting
so
under the zone.
excluded
Not
now.
a Netflix fight. Not a Netflix fight with Riyadh
excluded.
season. We're comparing because you talked about PBC. I'm talking about PBC in relation to Golden Boy.
See, that's why you hate Turkey, because he'll shut all that Gervonta talk down. That's why Gervonta turned down all them for. That's why you don't like Turkey, because what you use to defend Tank a lot of times is he sells the most. He does this. He talks about the numbers. So when Shakur goes where the numbers are, because Zuffa is paying 5 times more than all the other promotional companies that are traditional, it's a problem. But when it comes to Tank, him selling the most is all right. Like, cut it out, my nigga. I live in Dallas. Listen. I live in Dallas. I live in Dallas.
Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second.
Cut it out.
Hold on a second, nigga. Hold on. You just compared what I talk about to Shakur Stevenson going to get money. This is how I know you niggas just be talking, bro. And you yelling over emotion. It's like I don't do that shit. Let's really break down what the no. Stop talking, my nigga. Let's really break down what the fuck you just said to me. You said that I talk about the numbers that Tank Davis does. Then you equated that to Shakur Stevenson going to go get a bag with Zuffa. Going to go get a bag and having someone pay you is completely different than generating revenue. You do understand that, right? So when we talk about numbers, I am not talking about what fighters get paid. We are talking about what fighters bring in, bro. You're talking about some whole different shit. Going to go get a bag because someone is willing to overpay you because they have ulterior motives is completely different than saying, look, y'all, I'm fighting on pay-per-view. I'm fighting on my motherfucking at this venue, buy these motherfucking tickets and buy this motherfucking pay-per-view, and then people go buy that shit. That's a completely different thing than just going over to Zuffa, going over to Turkey and saying, would you please give me $5 million a fight just because I'm a 4-division champion and I deserve it? Please, 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 please. That's totally different. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
I got him angry. It was bad.
No, ain't nobody mad.
Okay. So
ain't nobody mad.
So when Zuffa gave
don't confuse me passionately whooping your ass with me being mad, bro.
You ain't whooping nobody's ass. You ain't whooping nobody's ass. I got my pants on. They big jeans too.
On the internet and in real life. Keep going.
I live in Dallas too. We can hit the gym. I swear to God.
I believe I know who you are.
County.
I believe you changed your name just to get up here, and I think I know who you are.
I'm in Denton County, bro. I'm in Denton County, my brother.
I'm in Tarrant. I'm in Tarrant County.
Okay, that ain't that. We can hit up. We can link up at a gym because I actually like you, but I just think that you're a Tank fan. So sometimes I just got to get up here and you know and straight some shit up. And I'm not mad at you. I like you, brother. I like your channel. I like
anything up. You just keep sounding dumber and dumber by the second. But please continue.
Okay. So when Dana White signed Shakur Stevenson, what do you think they were basing the numbers that they gave him off of?
They're basing their numbers off of trying to take over the motherfucking market and needing a big splash. They're not based off his numbers, because if you're saying they're basing off of his numbers, and we don't even know what he got, number one. So let's throw that out there. But Zuffa Boxing is not paying Richardson Hitchens, Shakur Stevenson, Edgar Berlanga, motherfucking who else signed? Jose Rayo Valenzuela. They're not paying them because of the numbers that they generate. They're paying them because they're trying to corner the market. That's why they did the whole motherfucking shit with the Senate, where they're trying to get the Ali Act revived so they can have their UBO. They're trying to do the whole thing with the motherfucking belts and shitting on the belts, and that's why their fighters are having to drop the belts, because the fighters that they're signing right now are to try to promote Zuffa, get their ranking system going, get their Zuffa belt out there and shit like that. So right now they're trying to overpay fighters, and this is not my opinion. You niggas come with your opinion. Eddie Hearn, who is in the business of boxing, who is a direct competitor of Zuffa, said that they are offering fighters 5 times over market value because of what they're trying to accomplish, which is to take over the sport of boxing, much similar to what Dana White was able to accomplish when he went into the UFC and got into MMA. That I don't know what y'all are thinking, bro. I don't understand, bro.
Okay, using logic, right, and common sense, because I don't think you a dumb brother at all. Do you think that Shakur Stevenson is getting more money than Edgar Berlanga and Richardson?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's all I wanted to check on. That's all.
For sure. But the problem with that is, see, when we talk about Zuffa, and I'm gonna get to it, and I really want to get to my show because I got a lot I want to get to.
You good.
The part with Shakur and Zuffa, the main thing for me is it puts a hurdle between the fights that we claim we want to see him in. Forget Tank Davis for a minute. Niggas will want to see Shakur maybe fight Ryan Garcia, They want to see him fight maybe a Gary Antoine Russell, Dalton Smith, the other champions at 140. He goes back down to 135. Abdullah Mason, the Ray Murataya. People, for the most part, want to see him fight the champions at 135, 140, and then 147 if he's going to move up to 147. Which one of those fighters is signed under Zuffa?
Run that back one more time, my bad.
Of the fighters that we want to see Shakur Stevenson fight, the champions at 135 and the champions at 140. Which one of those fighters is signed to Zuffa?
None of them, but this is my counter argument.
So my problem is this, bro. My problem is you signed in a place for your money, get your bag, but don't simultaneously tell me that you want the biggest and best fights, because you signed somewhere to where the business model is they don't want to work with the other promoters. They're trying to put the other promoters out of business. That's their goal. It's a fucking war going on in boxing right now. You signed over there knowing that the fight that you claim you want and that us fans want to see you fight, they're infinitely harder to make, because Dana White ain't trying to work with promoters. He's not trying to do cross-promotional shit. He's trying to run their ass out of town and make everything come under his umbrella. So for Shakur Stevenson, the criticism is simple, bro. You went after the money, and you better pray to God that Devin Haney is going that way too, because that's your only reprieve. But then even still, if you and Devin Haney fight after that, let's say you beat Devin, then what? They got nothing for you. Everybody else is on the zone. That's the criticism. That's the problem. But get your money though. But don't tell me simultaneously that you want all this smoke and that you're looking for all this motherfucking rep and that you want the biggest and best fights. Don't sign to Dana White and then call out Tank Davis.
I'd agree with you, KO, but hold on. I'd agree with you, but after what we're seeing right now with Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, and Dana White all working simultaneously to make that fight happen in September, I think we can debunk that point to a certain extent, especially if that fight happens.
No, we can't, because you know what won't happen? There won't be a Zuffa belt, and that's going to end up being a Ring Riyadh season card. It won't be a Zuffa card. That's the difference, bro.
But the fights can still happen. That's the whole point.
It might be ring cards. Not going to be under Zuffa, because if it's under Zuffa, Ryan Garcia is going to get stripped by the
WWE. That's fine. And that's fine if it's not under Zuffa.
Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy are not going to let that happen. And that fight would happen with Turkey, Golden Boy, and Dana not being a part of it. The point is, even if the Ryan and Conor Benn shit did happen, we had a lot of fucking drama to get there. We saw Oscar De La Hoya. Hey, bro, like, I don't know what they're talking about. Ain't nobody send me shit. We have a contract with Dazn. Golden Boy has to be a part of it. That fight almost didn't fucking happen. The Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury shit, all the drama that they're having with the, is it in UK? Is it in the USA? We want to have it in the UK, but they got to open the stadium up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
KO, boxing politics is not you.
The problem with all of that shit is it's making the fights harder to make. That's the point.
The fight's been hard to make.
It's going to be even harder. And right when it gets easier for everyone else, when we get everybody under the zone, and now all the promoters is right there under the zone, now we got niggas trying to go to Zuffa. That's the problem, bro.
My whole thing is the fights can be made if people really want it, bro. You across.
Hold on, real quick. Mic check. Is this better, chat? Mic check. I think I had the wrong mic. Am I better? I seen the comment in the chat says my shit was sounding far away. How do I sound now?
You louder.
I'm good now. Okay, you say I'm louder. Am I better? All right, I say I'm 100. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you get this off, then I'm gonna respond, and I'm gonna get to the show. But go ahead.
All I'm trying to say, brother, is these fights can be made. I understand this person working. At the end of the day, Zuffa is just a promotional company. You know, they're not a league as of yet.
I gotta stop you right there. They're not though. Like they're not a promotional company. They're not trying to just be a promotional company. But they don't send Khan. They don't try to get a law in fucking Congress in the Senate, bro. They don't do all of that because they're trying to be a promotional company just like everybody else. That lobbying costs us millions and millions of dollars in favors with highly powerful political people. They're not sitting in front of Senator Ted Cruz trying to get laws changed because they just want to be a fucking promotional company. No, they're doing that shit because he wants to do the shit like he does in UFC. This is out of Dana White's own mouth, bro. So no, they're not just a promotional company. And my point is, if you're a free agent, as Shakur was a free agent, why the fuck would you not go to where the fights are at? Why are you going over here and then reaching back saying, okay, I want this nigga, I want that nigga? If he had tried to get these fights and then they said, nah, we don't want to give you the fights or whatever, and then went to Zuffa, okay, bro, you got a leg to stand on. But the fact that the nigga didn't even try, he didn't even try. You can't find one tweet, one interview where he's like, yeah, I reached out and I tried, but, you know, niggas didn't want no smoke, so I had to go get the money. You can't even say he tried. His mind was made up, nigga, I'm going to Zuffa. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. Nah, bro, that's some bullshit.
And you know what I think it is? I think it all comes down to Turkey once again. Because Turkey, you know, he owns a certain percentage of Zuffa, whatever the seller, when it comes
he owns 60. So Sela Promotions owns 60% of the company. So okay, he has the controlling interest in Zuffa through Sela, yes.
So what I think it comes down to is Turkey. I don't think Turkey is going to get to Tank. I think that's the one fighter that is excluded from all this because he's already expressed how he doesn't like Turkey. He doesn't want to do business with him. He's loyal to Al. But everyone else, I think, whether it's Bob Arum, Oscar, Matchroom, when the money's right, he will put all those promoters together with Dana White to make the biggest fights happen. I don't think Shakur Stevenson.
That's not his goal, though. That's not his goal. No, that's not Dana White's goal. His goal
like you said,
his goal is to run everything.
Cards. No, there'll be ring cards.
If that's what he was doing, you don't think he could have got the Zuffa deal over on Dazn? He took it over to Paramount Plus because that ain't what he owned. But if that's what he's doing, you think he go get one of the niggas that believe in monopolies like him? He got Dana White for his expertise in being able to get everybody else the fuck out of MMA. Dana White is not about to change his entire fucking way of doing business in his business model for Turki Al-Sheikh. As a matter of fact, if Turki Al-Sheikh money dries up, I'm predicting that Dana White's gonna get out the boxing business. If Saudi Arabia says, nah, we good, y'all gotta put y'all own money up, they gonna get out of the boxing business. You see them niggas already slashing shit at WWE, which TKO already own. Some of their biggest stars had to go because they was asking niggas to take a pay cut. Dana White not here to do business with motherfuckers. He here to suppress the market, get everything on his side so he can take all that shit home with him. That's what he here for. But look, bro, I'm gonna continue the show. Appreciate you hopping up, though. Shout out to Authentic Rare Talents, 5-piece. No Biscuit in the Super Chat says, tell him to shut his emotional ass up. Tank is the biggest star in American boxing. Check the numbers. Shout out to Authentic Rare Talents again, back in the Super Chat with the 5-piece. He says, also, Dazn sent a case, a cease and desist for the Ryan fight. That's fact. Because they have an exclusive rights and won't allow Paramount to stream it for Zuffa. All right, let's get to the show, bro. First, I want to start with the Premier Boxing Channel. And we got 391 people in the building. Where are we at on the likes? Where are we at on the likes? Please get the likes up. Where are we at on the likes, moderators? Where are we at on the likes? $173. We need to get the 200 likes, bro. It's 380 people in here. Please get the 200 likes. Now, as y'all know, DAZN just got a PBC deal. PBC just got a DAZN deal. And they're reporting that it's going to be a multi-year broadcast deal between Premier Boxing Champions and DAZN. This is traditional boxing. Looking at Dana White, looking at Turki Al-Sheikh, in my opinion, and saying, let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it, bro. And I love this because the possibilities are endless, bro. When it comes to the fights we can get, the cross-promotional big-time fights and the fights we want to see. And I just hope that everyone keeps that same energy, bro. When it comes to pushing for fights, wanting everybody under the same roof and all that shit. I want y'all to notice the people that have been backing Turki for so long that want Turki to be the savior of boxing and talked about how he's bringing everybody together. Now everyone's together and it's not under Turki, and all of a sudden they ain't got a problem with size of the street. All of a sudden now they ain't got a problem with size of the street. But when everyone thought it was Premier Boxing Champions who was on one street and then everybody else was on the other, niggas had a problem. Niggas had a problem. Soul Glow, 1 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. Big Dog Willie with the 2 piece in the chat. Tight. You know what I mean? Tight, mad, upset, lying and shit. He said, salute to Tankomaniac Central. Incredible narratives. That's what's up. I appreciate your $2. I appreciate your $2. I really do, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for your $2, fam. I see your ass next time I'm live, though. I appreciate your $2. I see your ass next time I'm live, though. And I'm going to tell you why, Big Dog Willie. That Tankomaniac Central comment and shit, bro. I'm not like, the days of you, like, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful because here's the thing. I hold Tank Davis more accountable than you've ever held Shakur Stevenson accountable. I've held Tank Davis more accountable than your favorite Shakur Stevenson content creators or whatever have ever held Shakur Stevenson accountable to. But I never see you go in anyone's chat who is a diehard Shakur Stevenson fan and say, shout out to Shakurian Central. Shout out to Shakur Sprinter Central. I never see you do that, bro. You only come up here trying to kick up dust. You only come up here trying to kick up dust, bro. And this ain't no Tankomaniac shit. Being a Tankomaniac, bro, that's disrespectful, nigga. I'm a Tank fan. I'm not a maniac for nobody because I hold everybody fucking accountable to the same motherfucking standard and can't no nigga never say I lied. So for that, appreciate the $2. I'm gonna go get me a probably go get a McChicken or something. You know what I mean? But I'll see your ass tomorrow or next time I'm live because I ain't live tomorrow. Shout out to Bad Son, 10 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Why do Canelo get paid more for his fights than Tank? Because Canelo got better numbers than Tank. What do you mean? Tank Davis overtook Canelo for 1 year, 2023, when him and Ryan Garcia did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. But Canelo had better years in 2024 with the revenue he generated, and he had better years in 2025 with the revenue he generated. 2026, Tank hasn't fought, Canelo hasn't fought. It's up for grabs right now. But that's why. He has a longer history of it, too. Canelo been on pay-per-view. Like, him and Floyd fought in 2012, bro. That's why he gets paid more. He got a greater body of work, and his numbers were better, bro. Like, crazy question. So I'm excited for PBC, bro. I'm happy that Premier Boxing Champions is over there with Dazn. And now 154-pound division. Jerron Ennis, Sebastian Fundora, lock horns, lock that shit up. Vic, what's up, homie? Shout out to Soul Glow with the 2 piece in the super chat. He dropped 2. Damn, I ain't seen you drop 2 in a minute. I'm back. Moved across the country, family. Say I'm back, and I'm dropping 2 pieces. Fuck the 1 piece. And I hope you enjoy your new digs across the country. If you moved across the country, I mean the weather different, the food different. I hope you find a bunch of shit you like, man. Shout out to Comeback Protocol with the 5 piece in the super chat. He said, man, we don't always agree, but I ain't never heard no lies here either. Keep cooking, my boy. Yeah, 100. You know what I mean? 100. Dan Ash, what up? So, I can't wait to see how this plays out with Dazn and Premier Boxing Champions and Top Rank and Golden Boy and Matchroom. And I'm really interested with how this whole war is gonna go down, bro. I'm really interested with how this whole war is gonna go down because traditional boxing is moving. They moving militant. They acting like the Mason brothers out this bitch. They moving very militantly, bro. They like, nah, nigga, we all coming together. We about to. These niggas is the Avengers. They is the Avengers trying to collect Infinity Stones out this motherfucker. Brian King B. Falcone, what up? Now, let's get to the shit that everybody really came in for. I know why y'all here. King D, what up? Y'all want to hear me cook on the Shakur Stevenson signing to Zuffa shit. The news broke yesterday in typical clout chaser, let me try to steal the moment fashion. Shakur and Zuffa and Dana White wait until Premier Boxing Champions announced their Dazn move for them to announce their fucking Shakur signing, Zuffa signing move. Right? Right off the rip, Shakur Stevenson is in uniform. He got the Zuffa gloves. Got the Zuffa trunks. He'll be having a Zuffa mouthpiece near you. No individuality. Straight doing what the fuck they tell him to do. And if you know me, you shouldn't be surprised. But I absolutely positively hate the move from Shakur Stevenson. I think it is a dumbass, duck-ass move. And what I really got a problem with is if you're a fan of his like Teach, like Big Dog Willie, if you're a fan, like my brother Sunchild, if y'all are fans of his, he lied to y'all. He told y'all that he ain't know what the fuck Eddie Hearn was talking about. When Eddie Hearn said 2 times, his ass is signing the Zuffa. And yet y'all still support this nigga. Lie straight to you. I ain't going over Zuffa, nigga. I don't know nothing Eddie Hearn talking about. Shit. Eddie Hearn was right. He took his ass over to Zuffa. That's number one. How do y'all continue to support somebody that so willingly lies to you over and over and over again? Number 2, he called out Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. Let's get to the Devin Haney side of it, because I haven't heard anybody really speak on this. Y'all know I listen to everybody. I watch everybody. And I want to speak on something. If you have spoke on this and I just didn't catch it, my bad. But the backstabbing and treachery towards Keyshawn Davis. I don't know how you can be a Keyshawn Davis fan and a Shakur Stevenson fan right now. Somebody please tell me, if Shakur fights Devin Haney, what is the difference from when Tank Davis took Frank Martin from Shakur Stevenson? What's the difference between that and Shakur taking Devin Haney away from Keyshawn Davis? What's the difference? Didn't he also say he would not fight Devin Haney without Keyshawn Davis's blessing? And has Keyshawn Davis given him his blessing? I know the answer to those questions. Yes, he said that shit, that he wouldn't fight him without his blessing. And no, Keyshawn is not giving Shakur Stevenson his motherfucking blessing. This nigga said he will not fight Devin Haney unless Devin Haney, or unless he gets the okay from Keyshawn Davis. This is the second time, for those of you that are Keyshawn and Shakur fans, this is the second time. If this shit were to happen, if he takes this fight, this is the second motherfucking time that he will have taken a huge opportunity from Keyshawn Davis. He already took Team Alifu from him. And he's trying to take Devin Haney from him. So when he called out Devin Haney, I was like, nigga, what? What the fuck are we talking about? Y'all hold up a second. What's up? Bro, you got to turn your camera off, bro. Now it says device not connected, bro. I'm gonna let you figure that out, then come holler at me, fam. All right. So the Keyshawn Davis angle is, how could you be a Keyshawn fan and be cool with Shakur just totally taking Devin Haney from him and calling out Devin Haney after saying he won't step on Keyshawn Davis' toes? This nigga here, bro, I told y'all, fam. I told y'all. I said, bro, all you fake brothers of his, y'all keep believing that shit. That nigga gonna do what's best for Shakur, which ain't nothing wrong with. The problem is trying to be sneaky and not let a motherfucker see you coming. Rozilla, what's up? That's the problem. That's the problem. How the fuck you got all these brothers and shit but every move is always what benefits you. You went from not stepping on that nigga toes to campaigning for Devin to drop the belt. And then when you sign a Zuffa, you mentioned Devin Haney's name alongside Gervonta Davis' names as the big fights that's going to get you the pound for pound #1. And that's what you want. The fuck you talking about? You said you ain't want to step on Keyshawn's toes. Unless you bluffing like you always do and it's all the front and you don't want to fight neither one of them niggas and you over there Zuffa just getting that bag in that multi-year, multi-fight deal that Dana White said you fucking signed. Who knows? But that shit, the Keyshawn Davis angle of it, nasty, bro. Now, when teachers saying he don't agree with something Shakur Stevenson did, you motherfuckers better wake up and take notice, bro. Because that motherfucker love him some Shakur Stevenson. That's his dog. He fuck with Shakur heavy. But, bro, you said all these things publicly about how you got all this love for Keyshawn Davis, and now you about to snake him out his second opportunity in a row. Second opportunity in a row. Rodzilla, what's up, homie? And here's my thing. Sunchild, what's good? Here's my thing, bro. With the Keyshawn and Shakur of it all. I've been telling y'all, and y'all get mad at me. They should be natural born rivals, not fake fucking brothers. Because every opportunity that's the biggest opportunity for Keyshawn is also the biggest opportunity for Shakur Stevenson. I don't see why you niggas don't understand this, bro. All right, I see you backstage, bro. You can turn your camera off. Every time you turn your camera off, it says device not connected. So you can turn your camera off or you can put a shirt on, bro. And then I can let you up. But when you turn your camera off just then, it says device not connected, fam. So, you know, you're more than welcome to get up here and get this smoke, but you need to either put a shirt on or figure out a way to have your camera off, bro. So, there's that angle. Like, bro, their biggest fights are all the same fights. Their biggest fights are all the same opponents and then each other. They should be natural born rivals and cut this brother shit out. They should be natural rivals and cut this shit out, bro. Shout out to Noah Ortiz, 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat says, sup, bro? Super off topic, but can you make a video about living in the DFW area? Looking to relocate my family there. Much love. I can't make a video about it, but because this is a boxing channel, what I will tell you is it's a very mixed area. Some of the best food you're ever going to come across. We got the best restaurants and all kind of restaurants. You can find good anything here, right? A lot of different nice neighborhoods to live in. It's a huge area. It's like that, bro. DFW is really, really like that, bro. I travel a lot. I go to a lot of places because the wifey loves to travel, bro. And I can tell you that after a few days, we always ready to get back home because our shit, like from barbecue to, like, if you like food, from barbecue to Indian food, Italian, Mexican, Asian, whatever you want, bro. We busting. We busting. Then it's nice places to live. It's a lot of shit to do in the city. So, you know, highly recommend, bro. But yeah, I can't do a video. It's a boxing channel, but I will tell you that I will recommend that shit for sure. What's up, bro? Talk to me. Yo. Hello. Mic check. Yeah, bro, you got some connectivity issues or something, bro. I got to keep the show going, fam. Got to keep the show going, fam. So that's the Keyshawn Davis part of it. Now to the Gervonta Davis part of it. Number one, again, the contradiction. Again, the cap and the lies. You said you didn't want to say that nigga name no more. You said you were all right without him. I'm all right. I'm fine without. I don't need the nigga. But then, I guess Dana White said, no, nigga, look. Certain shit you got to say when we get in front of this microphone now. Okay? Certain shit you got to say when we get in front of this microphone. Okay? And he goes on to say one of the fights that will make him prove that he's this or he's that, or he's pound for pound this or that, is Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought he was little buddy. I thought you didn't know his name no more. I thought you ain't know his name no more. Yo. Yeah, bro, I can't hear you, fam. If you talking, can't nobody hear you. So when I'm listening to that shit, I'm thinking of all the times he said he don't need the nigga. I'm looking at all the times he said don't know one fighter make him, or this ain't that, and all of that shit. And now here you go. You signed to Zuffa, and the name that come out your mouth is Gervonta Tank Davis, and you called his name out in the middle of ducking the motherfucking fade. As soon as we get this shit, I'll find it. Don't worry. Let's see. I got a file. You know what? I can't find it right now, but I'm just gonna keep cooking. So as soon as we start seeing Tank say, nah, nigga, post your weight, or nah, nigga, that fight gonna happen. He gotta see me. We gotta do this. You don't see what's cracking. You don't see what's up. You go to Zuffa and then call the motherfucker out, knowing that signing to Zuffa makes the fight infinitely harder to make. When everybody's coming together to be able to make big fights, you go the other way, and niggas is acting like it's cool to do. Like Dana White and Zuffa is just gonna be able to make everybody else stop what they doing to go make a Shakur fight. Like, this is straight garbage, bro. It's garbage on every motherfucking level. And take Tank Davis out of it. You said you wanted Pitbull. You said you want Gary Antoine Russell. You said you want all these motherfucking names. But you went to the one promoter that don't got none of them. This is such a motherfucking money grab. You had a promoter that don't even recognize the weight class that you currently the champion in, bro. This shit trash. Absolutely garbage, bro. But I'm sure we have someone that's going to try to defend it. So let's let them try.
Yo, what's going on, KO?
I'm listening.
Hey, so check this out, because I've been hearing this all day. Oh, Shakur is going to Zuffa. He doesn't want to fight Tank, this and that, right? But here's the thing. Like, Tank is a champion in recess, right? He hasn't fought since when? Last year. Nobody knows exactly when he's going to fight. There's speculation. I'm hearing people talk about his Twitter feed. People are acting like Shakur Stevenson needs to freeze his career or freeze the choices he needs to make because of Tank. Tank, who nobody knows who exactly the next fight day is for him, right? You know, like this is the thing about the whole situation. Like, Shakur has a good deal on the table. Why would he have to freeze his whole career for a guy he doesn't even know that's going to fight him next? Remember, this is still the same Tank that was supposed to fight Lamont LaRoche and pulled out the Lamont Roach fight for whatever reason we want to give him, whatever circumstance we claim that he had. Pulled out the Lamont Roach fight to fight Jake Paul. He's very much like a random person. But yeah, but they expect Shakur to like freeze everything. Hey, Go
real
PBC,
quick,
do this.
Real quick. I see you backstage. After I get done with Hacker, I'm gonna bring you up. I'm going one by one. So just stay there. Please don't go nowhere. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they make these claims like, oh, he's gonna make the fight harder. Even if it's harder, guess what? They can still make the fight. I mean, at the end of the day, PBC has worked with Turkey, and Turkey obviously worked with Zuffa. If there's a will, there's always a way. He does not have to freeze, not choose his where he's gonna go next because of Tank. If Tank is really interested in a fight, they can still make it happen. At the end of the day, Shakur is still active. Tank isn't active. Tank's not even a champion right now. He's literally a champion in recess.
So
I just never understood where people are coming from.
Are you done?
Yes, go ahead. Feel free.
All right, so I don't know what people are doing or where they're coming from. Here's where I'm coming from. I want to see the fucking fights. And even take Tank Davis out of it. All of the champions at 135, all of the champions at 140, the weight classes that he said he wanted to campaign at, all of those championship fights and unification fights, they're all with PBC, Matchroom, or Top Rank, or Golden Boy. Even the majority of the 147 pounds. The only person at 147 pounds that I would, or from 135 to 147, that I want to see Shakur fight, and many other people want to see Shakur fight, that's not signed to one of those promoters I mentioned, would be Devin Haney. That's the only one. But Shakur Stevenson said he wants to campaign at 135 and 140. And all of the fights that we want to see him in, including Tank or excluding Tank, they're all somewhere else. And he just signed to a promotional company that makes those fights infinitely harder to make. That's the problem. That's the criticism. Can they happen on Kevin Garnett shit? Yeah, anything is possible. Like I get it. Anything is possible. But we're talking about what's easier. We're talking about what your actions say. And when you're moving like Shakur Stevenson, your actions say you really going for that money, bro. Because if he had tried to make any of those fights and then went to Zuffa, then cool. That's problem. But when you go to Zuffa and I hear you calling out fighters that you never tried to make a fight with as a free agent, I got a problem with that, bro. Because you blowing smoke to me. Because I know the business of boxing. I know that Dana White doesn't want to do cross-promotional shit. I know that Dana White wants to run everybody out of business. I know that there's a boxing war going on right now. Traditional boxing versus motherfucking Zuffa and the shit they got going on. And he went to that side while calling out to this other side, knowing that fight's going to be fucking harder to make. Not just the Tank fight, every fight. As a matter of fact, the only fight that can happen is a Tank Davis fight because of the business that it would do. The big money that's involved, it may make people come together and have to end up making that fight eventually. But as far as like those other good fights, that Gary Antoine Russell fight, that fight ain't big enough for no cross-platform shit. That ain't big enough for people to put their business aside. A Dalton Smith fight on Abdullah Mason or Raymond Murataya or whatever, those fights ain't big enough for niggas to be like, yeah, we'll put the war on pause and we'll just go deal with Zuffa. We'll put the war on pause if I'm Dana White and I'll just go over there and I'll deal with Top Rank for this Raymond Murataya fight. That shit ain't happening, bro. So like that shit is garbage, bro. All the only point that you can't really say is it makes the fights harder to make. And he keeps making these moves, boxing hacker. He goes to Matchroom. They ain't got no fights for him. He struggles getting to pay the fight. It takes a fucking year almost to get a fucking mandatory title defense. Because he goes somewhere where there's no fucking fighters for him. Now he's over on Zuffa. No fucking fighters for him. This motherfucker keeps making moves that make the fight harder to fucking make. And y'all keep giving him a pass for it, bro.
Yeah, so to respond to what you're saying, right, it doesn't have to go through Zuffa. Remember what Shakur said in his interview, that Turkey's involved. Turkey holds the ring cards. Remember how many PBC fighters have fallen in the ring. Remember how many Matchroom fighters fall in the ring. I remember how many top-ranked fighters have fallen the ring cards. Turkey literally works with all these guys. So, and as far as what Shakur was saying, they're looking for big fights. So as long as the fight is big enough to invest in, both Turkey
and where I have to ask you to do a little thinking. This is where I have to ask you to do a little critical thinking, bro.
Go ahead.
He signed to Zuffa with Dana White. They put him on a Zuffa uniform. You think he did all of that signing to Zuffa? Dana White's putting him on ESPN. You think he's doing all of that to go put his shiny new toy on a ring card that Zuffa can't be a part of?
Yeah, so Zuffa will be a part of it.
You bugging.
Hold on. We say that, but
come on, fam. You gotta use your brain, fam.
It sounds good, but what was the first Zuffa event for boxing?
Zuffa 01.
No, it was literally Crawford versus who? Canelo.
That was not a Zuffa fight, bro.
That was the first. You can Google this.
That was TKO.
No,
and that was a
Zuffa.
green card in Riyadh season, bro.
It was a Zuffa card. It was Zuffa. Feel free to Google it. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It was a Zuffa card. That's why Dana White was there. That's why they started asking him Zuffa questions. Or if you remember that. So like when we say that this can't happen, they definitely can happen. So, and like I said, they can all go through the ring. Like there's no problem with that. Like I said, as long as the fight's big enough and people are ready to invest in it, and that's what they're literally looking for when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, are the big fights, they're going to invest. Are they harder because it's maybe like you might technically say it's cross promotional or it's not within the same promotional company? Yes. Fine, sure. But guess what? If there's a big card, there's a will, there's a way.
Where can I find Zuffa on this shit, bro?
Just Google, was this card a Zuffa card?
Where can I find Zuffa? This card was a Riyadh ring card through TKO and C-Lot Promotions because Zuffa was not there yet, bro.
No, Zuffa.
They haven't launched yet, fam. It was not a Zuffa card, bro. They let Dana White was a part of the card as a representative for TKO because TKO now owns Zuffa, but it wasn't a Zuffa card, bro. Again, it was a TKO. TKO got to be a part of it.
Who was the press conference?
It's not Zuffa. That's not the same thing, bro.
Dana White not there? Dana White. Yes. Why was Dana White? Yes, because you know why?
Because he's a part of TKO, nigga.
Like I said, Google it. All you gotta do is type in Google.
No,
go back to Google.com and type it.
I don't need to type in Google. I have all of the promoters right here. It was Riyadh season. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It was Riyadh season. TKO.
Just Google.com.
That other emblem is Terrence Crawford. And the other emblem is Canelo Alvarez.
Yes.
Dana White was there as part of TKO. Zuffa was not launched yet. You got to stop lying to these people.
Okay, bro. Google it. If I'm lying, prove it.
I'm not. I have the proof right here.
No, just type it. Go to Google. You want me to find it for you?
I have
the proof. Go to Google.com. Type
right here.
The Zuffa card. That's why it was. Why would Dana White be there if he's not a Zuffa card? Why would they ask him Zuffa questions?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna literally tell you this shit one more time.
Just Google it. Don't tell me. Just Google it.
I'm gonna tell you this shit one more time.
You're just showing me a poster.
I'm gonna tell you this shit one more time. Dana White was there because TKO was a part of the promotion. He was the representative for TKO. It was a Zuffa
promotion.
Zuffa did not launch until January of this year, bro. As a matter of fact, Zuffa boxing debut card January 23rd. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
All you gotta do is Google it. All you gotta do is Google. I'm
Googling everything,
bro.
I'm showing you what it is, bro.
It was recognized as the first Zuffa boxing event, bro.
No, everybody it was recognized.
You don't want to Google it.
Bro.
I don't know why. You want to show me a poster, but you don't want to Google it. It's right there. Anybody in chat, please Google it themselves.
Yeah, please do.
Because I just Googled it. I can read it to you again. So yes, the September 20th, 2025 mega event fight between Canelo.
You went on mute, bro. You went on mute, fam.
It was there. That's why this guy, what's his name? That guy that the boxer was asking him Zuffa questions, and he was like, "This is their event."
No, he was asking them Zuffa questions because he knew Zuffa was going to start.
No,
that's why he was asking that. That has nothing. He asked it because the news of Zuffa coming
be the main person in the press
conference. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second, fam. Hold on. He knew that Zuffa was coming because Zuffa had already been announced, but Zuffa was not there yet. Zuffa has not done an event yet. This event was a stop talking, bro. This event was a TKO event. TKO What you're trying to do is connect the dots, which is fine.
That's not.
TKO,
I'm not. Just Google it.
Stop fucking cutting me off, bro. TKO owns Zuffa. It was a TKO event. TKO also owns TKO also owns WWE.
Mm-hmm.
You're not saying it's a WWE event. Okay? The reason you're calling it a Zuffa event is to try to paint some sort of narrative that Dana White had Zuffa launched back then when he didn't.
Just Google it,
TKO,
brother.
And the reason they had to put TKO on it was because Zuffa wasn't launched yet. They hadn't did a media rights deal.
Me, and you don't want to Google it. You don't want to Google it. You have the web browser open.
All the information that I have.
You have a poster. Just Google it.
What are you talking about, fam?
Dude, I literally just typed in Google. It was the first thing that came up, and you refuse to do that. Just Google it. Show it on the screen what you Google. Don't go to no post. Show what it shows what it tells you. That was the first thing that came up when I Googled it.
I can't believe you wasting my time, bro.
Dude, it's literally right here.
I can't believe you wasting my time like this, bro.
Why would it have TKO and what's his name?
I can't believe you wasting my time like this, bro. I legitimately cannot fucking believe you wasted my time, bro. I can't believe you right now, my nigga.
Dude, I said
I legitimately
I said,
cannot believe the levels that you would go to waste my motherfucking time.
Because you're not looking at it right. Just type in, was it a Zuffa event? That's it. You don't got to type in who promoted it. Just say, was it a Zuffa event?
I cannot believe you wasting my time like this,
I'm not. Just type in, take
now
out
you don't like Google.
No, because guess what? Hold on. Because you're wrong.
You asked me to do this shit.
Because Turkey Al Sheikh and Dana White has a joint venture that creates Zuffa. So I'm not giving you the direct answer. All you gotta do is type in, was it a Zuffa event?
Man, get the fuck on. Now Google not giving me the right answer. You asked me to Google the shit, and now Google not giving me the right answer. Bro, y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy as fuck. You gotta go, fam. I don't have time for the bullshit, bro. If you want to come back, you can argue something else. You can argue with me about why you think Shakur Stevenson made a good move. You can argue me about something else. I'm not arguing that shit with you no more. You're dead fucking wrong. What is wrong with you, nigga? You want me to put in the search parameters exactly how you want it to so you can get the answer that you want. Nigga, it was a TKO event. Like I fucking said. Big Skull, what's up?
Can you hear me, KO?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, I just got one statement, and one statement only. Big
Let me catch these super chats, and then you can make your statement.
Yes,
Juice
sir.
Vision with the 5 piece in the super chat says, Kirk claims his deal with Zuffa won't prevent any big fights from happening. He better stand on that shit. That's cap. He don't have the power. He don't have the power to say that shit. The WBO and IBF are coming together to do conventions. The WBC is moving around Jayo Pataya. Okay? And ordering Noel Makala and shit. Turkey is causing a fucking peace summit in order to fucking try to get people to stop going to war and shit. Shakur is not going to have the power to make everybody stand down and say, look, y'all put y'all differences aside and work together. I don't know what the fuck niggas is thinking, bro. Real shit. Derek Stefan, 10 piece. No biscuit in super chat. Salute, KO. I don't like the Zuffa move by Shakur, but I feel like he knew he wasn't going to be the biggest fighter under the Dazn banner with the merge happening with PBC, Top Rank, and Golden Boy. Listen, bro, it's not about being a bigger fighter. Do you want the fucking fight? Why do niggas, like, I don't understand how people make moves that you know is going to make a fight harder to make, and then people make excuses for it. While you listen to that person tell you they want nothing more than the biggest fights. Their words tell you, I want the biggest fight possible. I only want the biggest and best fights. Then they deliberately do a move that makes that shit hard to happen, and niggas want to make excuses for them. The wildest shit I've seen, bro. I'm seeing a lot of wild shit in these boxing talk streets. I'm telling y'all, shit is crazy. No more sleepwalking 2-piece. KO, why you do this to us? The truth ain't in them. I mean, I like to prove it in real time, though, bro. Juke, and I try to let niggas off the hook. Like, I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you. Here you go. I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you. Here you go. But then I look it up your way, and then you tell me I didn't look it up right. Whatever, bro. Juke with the 5 piece in super chat. He wants Google so you can pull up an AI response. What's often wrong over a primary source, which is the event flyer and published event registration. D1, what's up, bro? Being a member for 30 straight months. He says, what Bill says is their facts. It's disgusting. Salute, bro. I bet your ass can't make it to 3 years, though. I got objective fan behind you. And then Boxing Hacker came back, but go ahead and make your statement, Big Skull. What's up?
Hey, Big, hey, what's going on, big bro? Hey, so I got just like a 2-piece real quick. So this the same guy who say he believes in Zuffa he believes in Google when it comes to Zuffa. But when you look up the definition for the face of boxing and the criteria, he says Terrence Crawford, when that's a damn lie, and it goes strictly to Canelo and Tank. And then my last statement regarding this guy, Boxing Hacker and Freaker, they are the same person. Literally, every time I come on everybody's channel, they say the same exact talking points. And I'm gonna say it like this: they literally want the A side to make consensus to go over to a ring card when he has all the leverage. Literally, they want Tank to be like, oh, it's never been the same, it never been the same before, so Tank should do something that none of the A sides in the past have done since the days of Ali, but as basically bending to the B side. Where the hell they do that at?
I don't know, bro. You gotta ask these niggas that, man. I have no clue, bro.
Yeah, but salute, KO. I'll keep cooking, prop.
I got you, bro. I got you for sure. A1, what's up, bro?
All right, KO, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. What's good with you, bro?
My bad, man. So I'm hearing you up here cooking, right? So my question I say about this, because I disagree with some of it. I get you saying it's a lot of one-way traffic on one person saying they want to fight, while at the same time backpedaling or making moves that you say to avoid the fight or make that fight hard to happen, right? So at what point is one person saying they want to fight and the other person that has the ability to make the fight, when is that responsibility going to fall on that person to make it? Because I feel like the only person the Tank done reached out to that ever turned him down for making a fight with him was Loma. Just because we don't know the reasoning for that, but he did that. Any other person, I feel like if Tank send an offer out to, they're going to accept it. If he send that same, again, if it's confirmed 70-30 split that he sent to Dev, I think Shakur would take that, but he ain't sent that to him.
So here's the problem with all of that. Number one, he sent Devin Haney an offer too, and Devin turned that shit down. So he can't just send offers and get people to accept them. So that's Loma and Devin, which would have been 2 great fights, right? Then the Shakur Stevenson situation. His team tried to negotiate a fight with Shakur Stevenson in 2024, bro. And Shakur went and signed the Matchroom, fam.
So you really think Matchroom is going to turn down, like they're going to hold Shakur hostage when they understand any Tank Davis opponent?
No, I don't think Matchroom will, A1. What I think niggas is not understanding is if you're going to deal with Canelo Alvarez, everyone seems to understand that you're going to deal with Canelo on his terms, bro. If you're going to deal with Anthony Joshua when he was the man at heavyweight, you're going to deal with AJ on his terms. If you want to deal with Floyd Mayweather, you're going to deal with Floyd Mayweather on his terms. What seems to be happening in boxing, bro, is that for whatever reason, I think it's jealousy. I'm going to keep it 100. When it comes to Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, I think it's jealousy because they want that young man's spot. But for some reason, when it comes to him, he's the only one to where sending an offer, being a superstar, or trying to negotiate is not enough. Like, he got to somehow meet these niggas in the middle, do what's comfortable for them, make the fight using the promoters and the networks that they want to be a part of and shit. But when they want to get something else, they don't mind bending their knee to certain people and doing what it takes to negotiate from a position of not having leverage. But when it comes to Tank Davis, niggas want to do shit differently and show that I'm the big dog too. I'm the man too. I ain't just gonna be little boy. And like, that's to me what's fucking shit up. Is they don't like the position that he's in, and they want his spot, and they don't like being sunned by him. If you get sunned by a Jewish dude, or if it's an Arab dude, or if it's a white dude or whatever, or even a Mexican, they ain't got no problem with that. But as soon as it's Tank, it's a problem. That's how niggas be doing. Same with Bud Crawford, bro. That's where the cloth these niggas cut from. Bud Crawford ain't have no problem acquiescing to motherfucking Amir Khan. No problem acquiescing to Amir Khan. No problem letting motherfucking Bob Arum shit on him and then still calling Bob Arum a good guy. Y'all just don't know his heart. Oh, but let Al Heyman come and knock it. Let Earl Spence come and knock it. Nigga, we got to do coin flips, do shit 50-50. We got to open up books and expenses, and you got to have all of this, and we pull away from the table, then we come back and all that shit, bro. These niggas be doing that. It's that you look like me, so I carry it with you a certain way. You see it in the hood. You know how niggas move. That's the problem. That's what I see. Because Shakur Stevenson, when it was Dana White, you put on that Zuffa boxing glove. You put on that other Zuffa boxing glove. You put on them Zuffa trunks, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You went to them interviews he told you to go to. And he said, look, you can't call him little buddy. His name too big. Call him Gervonta Davis. Look, make sure you say Devin's name too. And did every fucking thing he told you to do. But as soon as we get Tank involved, it's a problem. I'll go to Devin Haney and I'll pass it back to you. Devin Haney, same thing. George Camboso say, bring your bitch ass to Australia. Nigga took his ass to Australia 2 times. Top Rank say, nigga, you got to sign up for a 3rd fight. You can't just fight Cambosos and leave. We need you for a 3rd, nigga. No problem. Sign me up for a 3rd. Turk Al-Sheikh says, I'll make the Ryan Garcia rematch, and I know niggas cooking you for that lawsuit, but we're going to have you put a lawyer suit on and call you a lawyer in this bitch. No problem, Turkey. I'll do it. Nigga, we going to give you this money, but we going to throw your ass on the undercard. Yeah, no problem, Turkey. I'll do it. Gervonta Davis like, nigga, I'm going to send you a fair motherfucking offer. You need to take that shit. Oh, nigga, I need 24 hours. And since I don't like how you talking to me, I might just move on. Your name ain't the same as it was no more. And niggas want to ignore it all, bro. Not over here, though, fam. That's my take on everything that you asked me, bro. And I digress.
So I hear what you're saying, but also at the same point, you using EJ and Buzz as an example. What did EJ do, though? EJ said, I want this fight. He went against the grain, and he made that fight happen.
What grain did he go against, bro?
Like, because it coming out now saying that what BBC didn't want, Al Heyman and them didn't want that fight to be made, and he told them, give him whatever he want. I want that fight to happen. Tank has the exact same power to do it.
To correct the record, bro. He didn't say that they didn't want the fight to be made. He said that they told him he was giving up too much to make the fight. They were trying to make the fight. They felt like Crawford was asking for too much, but EJ said, "No, just give him what he want," and they advised him not to because Crawford didn't deserve what he was asking for. The problem with that is Tank has done the same shit. Tank tried to negotiate with Shakur Stevenson. His team reached out to him. That's out of Shakur Stevenson's mouth. I'm of the mindset that if this shit is LeBron and Jordan, like you say it is, if this is your biggest and best opportunity, why did you not stop everything and see what the fuck they was talking about? That's my problem. My problem with Devin Haney is the same thing. Why didn't you drop everything? And take that motherfucking offer, because that's the biggest motherfucking fight of your motherfucking life. And you believe it's the biggest fight in boxing. So y'all gonna get paid stupid. Not a single nigga that's fought Tank Davis has ever gotten anything other than their career highest payday. And niggas is turning them down, bro. And somehow I'm still supposed to believe it's his fault. I'm watching, fuck Tank for a minute, A1. Fuck Tank. Shakur went to Zuffa. All of the other niggas that we want to see him fight. Fuck Tank for a minute. Because contrary to popular belief, I know a lot of fucking boxing. Fuck Tank. The champions at 140 we want to see him fight, those fights stupid hard to make now. The champions at 135 we want to see him fight, those fights stupid hard to make now. The champions at 147, if he move up, those fights stupid hard to make now. Because of this move. And because of the landscape of boxing. And I refuse to believe that he didn't know that. I think he's doing it on purpose. Ashley's Corner, what's up? Salute. All right, I'll digress for real this time. I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I keep cutting you off. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good. This your channel, bro. We having a conversation. I ain't up here doing what the rest of them dudes be doing, trying to argue and talk the loudest to get that point across. I just feel like I said, if he might have reached out, but then reaching out and both sides are saying two different things. Shakur's side is saying when he reached out, they said like testing his availability, is it available? He said yeah, and there was no other discussion. And I think me and you done talked about that a little bit behind the scenes too. My whole thing is like Shakur keeps saying he wants to fight, but Tank got the power to be like, all right, the same way he just said he came out and said, I want Big Nose next. And he pushed the gas pushed the gas all the way to the floor and bagged Dev in the corner. And he came out saying they you know saying it was an offer of 70-30, and that's laughable. Like pretty much Devin told him to go, I'm paraphrasing, Devin told him to go kick rock, right? So he got the power to do the exact same thing to Tank. The only reason, or Shakur, the only reason I keep saying and going back to that is, I know you saying that Zuffa gonna be like they not willing to move. When it comes to Tank Davis, I guarantee you that they would be willing to kind of be flexible when it comes to Shakur and making that fight. Because just like you done, one of the things about Tank being your favorite fighter, he is a revenue generator. I guarantee you Zuffa would open that door and be like, all right. And I guarantee you, if he was to offer Shakur 70-30, I bet you Shakur would take it. I bet a pretty penny that he would take it. The only thing I can't defend or speak on behalf of Dell like that or have that same confidence because Devin assumed thinking, however you want to look at it, say he think he above Tank, he generate more money, whatever the case may be. And you know what I'm saying? They back and forth. Yeah, in the video, he addressed that saying he got more money and all this other stuff, right? I don't need you, this, that, and the third. Devin is at 147. Everybody else is at 140 and 135. They are within a range of making a fight pretty damn easy and pretty damn simple. Tank done fought at 140. Shakur is at 140. He done fought at 135. Both of them is right in that range. So they the perfect duo to be able to have a fight that happens. Neither one of them got anything lined up. I know Tank is now in recess and all that stuff. There's still the opportunity there for that fight to be made. And I feel like I know you told me before, it's not on Tank to when is the A side supposed to press the action to fight somebody else? But at the same time, when are we going to have an opponent that's in the same weight class or near, or actually in the same weight class that is a champion where we can say he considered quote unquote one of the other top tier names in not only in boxing, but in that division? Why can't we demand for that fight and tell Tank, hey, look, go ahead and get this nigga up out of here and not even prove to us. Go ahead and get this nigga out of here. And you say you're a prize fighter and you want to fight for the biggest paychecks. That's going to be the biggest paycheck you can get at 135. Who else could he fight that could generate a fight with Shakur?
My bad, bro. Wifey bought me some food. I'm chewing right now. Give me a sec.
No, do your thing. Do your thing. My son running in here. I'm trying to put these legs on the dresser for them. But like I said, for me, what you doing, man?
All right, I'm back. So here's the thing, bro. Like in a vacuum, I can vibe with a lot of what you're saying.
He's fine.
But boxing is not in a vacuum. It's the wild, wild west. It's very political. Everybody's at odds right now. You can see everybody with their cards and their chips on the table. I'm of the mindset that we could have got this fight in 2024 if Shakur didn't go another direction. I hear what you say about Tank pushing the gas on Shakur Stevenson, but we don't get an opportunity to see him try to do that because Shakur just made the fight practically impossible to make, bro. Like, PBC is not signing to Dazn and have all these in-house promotions with this budget or whatever, and Dazn is like, yeah, take this exclusive deal we just gave you, and let's go share some of this shit with Paramount Plus and Zuffa, who's trying to put us out of business. It's not gonna work that way, bro. So to ask him to go out of his way to do a cross-platform fight with a fighter who was a free agent and should have been coming to him because that's his biggest bag. Tank and Shakur, cool, yeah, that's a big fight. Tank and Drawmon Roach rematch is a big fight. If Zepeda beat Drawmon Roach, Tank and Zepeda, Tank and Gary Antoine Russell is a big fight. The thing is, Tank is going to break live gate records and do a bare minimum pay-per-views no matter who he fights. Shakur don't have that luxury. The cost of him going to Zuffa is he can miss out on shit. Tank ain't going to miss out on nothing, bro. Because he is the name that he is. My biggest problem with this shit, it is making it about Tank. Cool, no problem. It's the other fights too. It's just a duck move and a bad move as a whole. Because I want to see him fight people. Of course, I want the Tank fight the most. But I want the Tank fight. I want other fights too. And he's moving in a way that makes it hard for those fights to make. And I gotta call shit like that out, bro. And if it's me, and I'm in his position to put myself in his shoes, if I know I'm the truth and I know I can whoop somebody's ass, ain't nothing you gonna do to keep me from my biggest payday. He didn't even try. He didn't even see what they were talking about. This nigga had this Zuffa deal in the tuck and didn't even try. Forget Tank. He didn't try to fight Pitbull. He didn't try to go after Ryan. He didn't try to fight Murataya. He didn't try to fight Dalton Smith. He didn't try to fight Gary Antoine. He didn't even try to fight fucking O'Shaquie Foster. After telling him he'd give him a shot with the motherfucking when he beat Ray Ford. Nah, bro. I can't fuck with him. Hey, I can't fuck with this shit. This shit is all the way laughable, bro. It's a laughable ass move. And then we gotta listen to him make this move and then call niggas out that we know is practically impossible to make the motherfucking fight because of what's going on in boxing right now. When we know he was free to go actually sign to one of them and get the fight. Now, if somebody can tell me, look, bro, he tried to sign in the PBC. They said they won't put up Gary Antoine Russell. He tried to sign a 2-fight deal with Top Rank with Raymond Murataya. They said they don't want to do it. He tried to sign a deal with Top Rank where he defend his belt against Emiliano Vargas and then Raymond Murataya move up and fight him. But they just didn't want no smoke. He tried to see if Eddie Hearn was willing to make the Dalton Smith fight, but he just didn't want no smoke. If he could tell us those things, then I wouldn't have the stance that I have. The fact is, he can't tell us that shit because he didn't even try. He just jumped over the Zuffa. And now we're going to listen to him do what Terrence Crawford did from 2018 to 2023. For as long as Shakur Stevenson is over there, we're about to watch this nigga call out people from the other side of the street, say they ducking them, say the fights can happen, and then always end up fighting some nigga that we didn't ask him to fight. Until the very end, to where the calls for the fight get so fucking loud that people are finally like, all right, bro, can y'all just please finally make the motherfucking fight? But we could have had him moving to where we actually get the fights in his motherfucking prime. But he moved over there for that money, bro, not no fights. And I stand on that with anybody, bro.
Hey, no touching. No touching, kid.
But I give you the last word, fam. Go ahead.
No, you got it. My son over here. I'm over putting a little dresser thing, and this dude done busting here. No, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna continue to cook on it because I got more on it.
Okay. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you.
I get out the way. Stop, boy.
Peace. Shout out to Jupe. 10-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She said Devin had the power to say yes to his offer. Shakur had the power to negotiate. When Tank Team called, they didn't. No one would ever demand Canelo to push gas on someone who turned down talks. Damn. You kind of cook with that one. That's crazy. Y'all excuse me. I'm trying not to be rude. Wifey bought me some pieces of juicy ass chicken thigh. Had to tear that shit up. That shit was good. And I don't even eat salad. She tricked me by putting that shit on spinach with some dressing, season it up all good. I was eating the salad, didn't even know I was eating the fucking salad. Tricked me with the healthy shit. You know what I mean? That's Miss KO for you, though. Always tricking me into doing some healthy shit. You know what I'm talking about? How she rolling? I'm listening, bro. Hello?
Yeah, can you see me? Yeah, can you hear me? So I posted a link to the wiki page of that fight, right? Read what it says.
Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford billed as a once-in-a-lifetime, and there can only be one, was a super middleweight professional boxing match contested between undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez and 4-division champion Terrence Crawford for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. It was the first Zuffa boxing event promoted by Dana White under TKO. The bout took place on September 13th, 2025.
It was the first Zuffa boxing event.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, guess who makes Zuffa? Because remember, Zuffa boxing is a joint venture between who? Dana White, TKO Global, and Turkey Al Sheikh. All three were present. It was recognized as their very first event. So to say it wasn't is not true. It was true.
So,
just wanted to call that out.
No, that's what's up. That's cool. What did it say right here on BoxRec?
I can't read. You gotta make the font bigger.
Oh, you can't read now? Okay, I got you.
Go ahead, read it.
What does it say right here on BoxRec?
Yeah, I gotta be. I'm on my device, so I can't really see. I'm not on big screen.
Oh, you can't see?
Yeah, I'm driving. I'm on my device.
Okay. Well, chat, y'all see it on y'all see what it says, right, chat?
Yo, think about this, right?
Hold on. No, I mean, you can't see. I'm not even saying that. I just gotta get some. I gotta get some. I'm not saying shit.
Yeah,
Stop interrupting me. I just need some participation from them so they can see. You know what I mean? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it on the, like, chat? Do y'all see what's on the screen and shit? Do y'all see what's on the screen? Just want to make sure y'all can see it. Right?
It says Zuffa right there.
Yeah, it does. It says Zuffa is what?
I get what does it say right
They're
there?
the what? What are they?
Matchmaker.
Oh, so do you want me to trust BoxRec or should I trust Wikipedia? Which one you think is more reliable with Box?
Wikipedia. BoxRec be changing.
Wikipedia is more. I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna ask you again, bro. I'm gonna ask you again.
Why are we going through this? I am
going to ask you again. Goddamn. When it comes to boxing information, who is more reliable? BoxRec or Wikipedia?
You can say BoxRec, I guess, because it's a boxing
site.
Okay,
now let me ask you the next question. Let me ask you the next question. Is the matchmaker the promoter?
It didn't tell you who held the event.
Do they mean the same thing?
No, but it didn't tell you who held the event. Wait.
All right. What else you want to talk about? Because I don't think nobody else is going to get no smoke. What else you want to talk about?
Hold on. I just want to put this out here. Zuffa Boxing is a joint venture between three components. Turkey Alashiki, right?
2 components.
Three. Dana White, TKO Global.
60% of it is owned by TKO, and then 40% of it. 60% is owned by C-Lot Promotions. That's Turkey side. 40% is owned by TKO. 2 entities. What else would you like to talk about, bro?
Regardless of that point, that was recognized as the first Zuffa.
What else would you like to talk about, bro?
You're calling me a liar about that. It's not true.
What else would you, bro? You're dead wrong, and you're lying. They want the promoter for the fight.
Why would he be a matchmaker? Why would UFC owner be a matchmaker?
30 minutes to go look that shit up, and I had that ready for you because I knew what you were doing, bro. Like, just go.
What else you want to talk about, bro? You know I'm right, and I don't like when people do that.
What else would you like to talk about, bro?
We continue, but you know I'm right, KO. Don't try to.
No, I know you're dead ass wrong, and the playback will be here.
Because when that fight came out,
the playback will be here for you, dog. The playback will be here for you, dog.
All right, don't worry.
What's up? What else you got?
This is hilarious. This is hilarious to me. But
it is.
Why would Dana be a part? Why would Dana be a part of a boxing match? It was not Zuffa.
Because it was a TKO event.
Why would Dana White be a part of it?
Because it's a TKO event.
Okay.
He's the mouthpiece for TKO.
Okay.
It was a TKO C-Lot event. And he was the motherfucker that came to represent TKO. Just like C-Lot Promotions, they had some representatives there. Motherfucking Canelo Alvarez Promotion, they had representatives there. Motherfucking Terrence Bud Crawford Promotion, they had representatives there. He was there as part of TKO. But what else would you like to talk about, bro?
Yeah, we can continue the thing, but why else was Turkey there then? Why was it joint? Why did he need 2 components? Either TKO or Turkey could have held that event by themselves.
Right? What else would you like to talk about, bro?
Exactly.
I done showed you what Google said when you asked me. I done showed you the fucking fight poster. I done showed you the motherfucking BoxRec, and you still want to argue with me. I'm done arguing this. If you don't want to talk about nothing else, just say I ain't got nothing else to say on. I can move on.
But I showed you the whole wiki page for it, which told the tale of the tape. But we can go for it.
Bro, I hear you. You showed me Wikipedia. I showed you the fight poster. I showed you the BoxRec, and I showed you what it said on Google. We'll see. We can just let the text decide. If they feel like you got me, you got me. Yeah, all right. But go ahead.
They're always gonna be on your side, buddy. But okay, let's move forward. So yeah, when we're going back to this whole situation with Shakur, or whether he should have waited. See, the problem with this whole oh, you should have done this. Like those fights aren't guaranteed. The Shakur fight, the Tank fight is never guaranteed for Shakur. What is guaranteed is what the incentive they're offering Shakur now. Tank is not guaranteed at all. Tank has gone back and forth whether he wants to fight Shakur or not multiple times. Mm-hmm. So like to say that, oh, he should have done this and that for these fighters, this fight. No, you do what's best for your career. If this company is offering you, hold on.
Is signing to Zuffa? Does signing to Zuffa make fights easier or harder to make with other promoters?
Does it make fights easier or harder? I mean, it depends on the fighter, though. It always depends on the fighter. If the fighter is like Devin Haney, it's easy, right? If the fight is like maybe with like Matchroom or something, it might be a little bit harder, but it still can happen. It's like
Devin Haney. So I said other promoters. Devin Haney is not a promoter. Devin Haney is a free agent fighter right now. So I'm gonna ask you again. When it comes to signing to Zuffa, does signing to Zuffa make it easier for Shakur Stevenson to get fights with other promoters, or does it make it harder?
It depends on the promoter because of the relationships. It always depends on the promoter. And Devin Haney, correction, is a promoter.
No, Devin Haney is not a motherfucking promoter. He don't put on fights. He don't put on no motherfucking fights. He don't put on no events. He's not a real fucking promoter. But if it depends on the fighter, we're talking about Shakur Stevenson. How is Shakur Stevenson going to Zuffa, putting him a step closer to getting the fights we want to see him get?
I mean, we're a step closer to getting the Devin Haney fight. That's the fight we want to get, right? The Tank fight we don't know about. But guess what? Like I said before, if Tank wants, he doesn't have to sign the PBC.
You keep bringing up Tank Davis for some reason.
What other fights are there? The two fights that people want to see is Devin.
Do you want to see Shakur Stevenson fight other champions at 135?
The two big fights I want to see is Devin or Tank. He can
fight.
Do you want to see him fight?
Do you want to see him fight the best? Do you want to see him fight the best in his weight class?
Sure, he can. There's no problem about that.
How is he going to do that at Zuffa?
They can go through Turkey.
What you mean? Zuffa don't recognize the 140-pound division. So how you gonna do that through Zuffa?
They can still go through Turkey, like I said.
How is he gonna do that under Zuffa? If he did it under Riyadh season, that would be a ring card with other promoters. I'm talking about Zuffa. How, if he is going to fight on these Zuffa cards, how is he going to be able to defend his title or fight other 140-pound fighters if Zuffa don't recognize the 140-pound division?
I'm answering your question. Just like it was the Canelo versus Crawford was able to happen, right? And with all three. No, we're not gonna do that. All three. No, you did not. Because all three entities do belong to.
You keep trying to come back to that, but you already lost that. So don't try to use that as a question.
It's
just answer the question, bro.
It's known in the boxing world that was the first Zuffa event. Like you're trying to do like revisionist history here. It was known.
No,
100% was known. You didn't know.
I've already proven it to you. What else you got, bro? You keep trying to go back to that. What else you got, fam? Like we supposed to be talking about something else. You keep trying to throw that in there. You're not gonna get that off on me, bro.
At the end of the day, like they can still go through Turkey because Turkey has worked with PBC before. He's worked with all these
so in order for let me understand this. So in order for Shakur to get the fights that we want to see, he'd have to push Zuffa to the side, go through ring and Riyadh season, and get on a ring card to get the fight, right?
Sure.
So
but he's still doing for his career.
So he signed to a promoter that in order to get a fight that we want to see him in, he would have to temporarily leave that promoter, go through Turkey and ring and Riyadh season to get the fight. Doesn't that hold on? Stop fucking talking for a second. Because you just proved my point. And you know it. That's why you trying to talk over me. So stop talking.
Go ahead.
You just said that in order for Shakur to get a fight, he would have to leave Dana White. In your scenario, don't go through Zuffa. He can just go through ring. He could just get Turkey to do a Riyadh season card, and then he can work with the promoters that way. That's what you just said.
No, I did not say that. See, that's I did not say that. I never said he had to leave.
Cutting me off, Boxing Hacker. This is why people say you suck the air out.
Okay, go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
You'll know when I'm done because I'll say, okay, you can talk. You just said, I asked you a very specific question because I told you, I said, bruh, it makes the fights harder to make. You said it don't make the fights harder to make. I said, who do they have at Zuffa that you want to see Shakur Stevenson fight in the 140-pound division because they don't even recognize 140? Your response to me was, well, They don't have to go through Zuffa. He can just go through Turkey and Riyadh season and ring card. I'm assuming you're talking about a similar scenario to what he did with Timalifu Telefimu. And what I'm telling you is, why the fuck with Zuffa anyway? That makes the fight harder to make, because you think that Dana White, like, I don't know what you niggas be believing. Y'all think that the controlling Dana White, the nigga that wants control over everything, signed the best fighter he signed to me, Jao Bataille and Shakur, neck and neck, the best fighters that he got. He signed that nigga to a multi-year, multi-fight deal just so he can loan him out to a ring card to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Like, you really believe he want motherfucking Shakur to sign to Zuffa and then not fight on Zuffa cards? He wants Shakur to sign to Zuffa and then go fight on a ring card somewhere. Ring cards, mind you, that seem to be tapering down and going away because we don't have nearly as many ring cards this year that we had last year. Just FYI. But that's the way that he gets the fights that he wants. That's the way that he gets the fights you want to see him in. That is a bad move. That makes it harder. What you're describing is much harder than bring. Hey, Eddie Hearn, I'm trying to make a fight with Dalton Smith. What's up? Bring. Hey, Eddie, what's up? This is Jay Prince. I'm trying to fight Dalton. I'm trying to get Shakur in there with Dalton. Bring. Hey, Top Rank Bob. What's up, Bob? Hey, we trying to get in there with Raymond Murataya. What you got for us? Bring. Hey, PBC, what's good, bro? I'm a free agent. I'm trying to get in that bitch with Gary Antoine Russell. You see how many less fucking steps that is? If you're a free agent, you go to the motherfucker directly. The shit you're describing is, okay, he signed a Zuffa, but then he can leave Zuffa and he can go fight on a ring card, and then Turkey can call the other promoter, and then they can come together and he can fight under the other promoter, under the ring card. You're free. Why not just call the motherfucker and fight yourself? That's the point, bro, is that he's making the fights harder to fucking make. That's not up for a debate. That's just the fucking truth.
Can I respond
now you can talk.
Thank you. So you strawman my argument a little bit. I never said he had to leave Zuffa. Remember what I told you about Zuffa Boxing? Zuffa Boxing is a joint venture. Joint. It's not a single, it's a joint venture with Turkey, with Dana. So him working with Turkey is not leaving Zuffa. It's not. Why? Because what? It's a joint venture. So what's going to happen? We'll do a Riyadh season. It's still a Zuffa event. You know why? Because Dana can still be a part of it. You know why? Because it's joint. So the people that Turkey works with, they can still have the Riyadh. They can still do it under the ring and Riyadh season. It doesn't matter, and they can still consider Shakur Stevenson as Zuffa event. They can still do all of that, all of it.
It's not true.
It is true.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you why you wrong again.
I thought it was my turn.
The Ryan Garcia Mario Barrios card was a ring and Riyadh season card. Zuffa was not a part of that. Just because Dana White and Turkey are in a joint venture doesn't mean that Dana White, as part of that joint venture, wants to sign all these fighters and just throw them on ring cards and Riyadh season cards whenever the fuck he has to, because he can't get him any fights under Zuffa banner. His business model is not to sign Shakur Stevenson and then loan him out to Turkey through Riyadh season where Zuffa can't reap any of the benefits, bro. That's why, like for instance, bro, the Timalifu and Shakur fight was a ring Riyadh season fight. Zuffa didn't recoup any of the fucking money from that. They didn't recoup no money because they weren't part of it, bro. You were totally misinformed with how this business thing in boxing works, bro.
I never said that.
And it's ridiculous. The fact of this, bro, and then I'm gonna leave it here. The fact is, the fact is that you can talk when I get done, bro. Because I can't just allow you to just ramble and ramble and ramble and just say a bunch of shit that's not true.
No, but you cut me off.
If you could just talk without lying or misinforming people or being so blatantly wrong, I would let you finish, bro. I would let you finish, but it's hard to let you finish when I just hear wrong after wrong. I'm gonna say this again, bro. In your scenario, Shakur Stevenson would have to temporarily not fight under Zuffa and instead go fight under ring and Riyadh season to make the fights happen. Now, that is infinitely harder. What if the promoter doesn't want to have their fighter on the ring card? What if they don't want to deal with Riyadh season because they know Turkey has been trying to put them out of business through Zuffa? What if they don't want to do that? That makes it harder. So number one, you got to leave Zuffa for a second to go get this fight over here. And you got to hope that the promoters are willing to still play ball with Turkey and Ring and Riyadh when you know it's a fucking war going on. That's a lot of fucking variables to get to the fight. What I'm saying is you're free. Why didn't you just reach out to them directly if you wanted to fight them niggas? That's what I'm telling you, bro. It's not a debate. It's just the fucking truth. Now you tell me why that route that you're saying is easier than what I'm saying. Why is it it's a very specific question, and don't take me on a motherfucking tangent, bro. Swear for God, don't take me on a tangent. The question is simple. My way is Shakur Stevenson should have went and reached out to people he wanted to fight directly because it's easier to get fights made that way. You're saying it's no problem going to Zuffa because he can still get those fights. All he got to do is go through Ring, go through Riyadh season, get the promoters to make the fight with the fighter. Explain to me why your way is easier than my way.
Reclaim my time now because he took some of my time. Can I first reclaim my time before you ask me a leading question?
I'm listening, bro. Just answer the question.
Thank you. So I never made the statement that you made. You did throw my argument on me again. I never said that Turkey has to work exclusively with Zuffa. I never made that argument, right? Turkey can still do his own individual events. What I stated was that Zuffa is a joint venture between Turkey and
you're making me cut you off again. I never said that, bro.
No, don't do that. Can I reclaim my time?
I never fucking said
that. Can I reclaim my time?
You hard of hearing, bro. I never said you said that.
Can I reclaim my time? Can I reclaim my time, brother?
You said that. Continue, but stop lying, bro. I'm gonna stop you every time you lie. Go ahead.
No, please. Can I just reclaim my time?
Yes, you may, but every time you lie, I'm gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't say that. You're not gonna just say I said shit I didn't say.
The Ryan Garcia fight was an exclusive fight to Turkey. I never denied that could not happen. Right? That's why I'm getting at. That I never denied that Turkey can't do his own events without TKO or Dana. I never said that. I said the entity known as Zuffa Boxing.
You lied again, bro. You lied again. Like, bro, why do you just not know what the fuck is going on?
My time, brother.
I'm gonna mute you, then I'm gonna let you reclaim your time. You're lying again, bro, or you're wrong and you just don't know. The Turkey event with Ryan Garcia that he just did was not an exclusive Turkey event. That was a Riyadh season event that was duly promoted by TGB Promotions from PBC because Mario Barrios was on the card and promoted by motherfucking Golden Boy because Ryan Garcia was on the card, bro. Like, there wasn't no exclusive Turkey card. The fuck are you talking about? Now, you may reclaim your time, but please try to make your argument without fucking lying, bro, or being so wrong that I gotta interrupt you. Now, go ahead.
Now, it's funny you made that statement because I never tell you which Ryan Garcia event, right? Because Ryan also fought Rolly Romero, which was what? A Turkey event. I'll just leave that right there.
You said exclusive Turkey, nigga. You said exclusive. That event was PBC Rolly, Golden Boy Ryan Garcia, Independent Devin Haney, Top Rank Jose Ramirez. What the fuck is what are you doing, bro? Like, for real.
It was okay. Again. When I speak exclusive, I mean exclusive from being with TKO Global. Turkey can still do events with other promoters without TKO. So let me clarify that. He does not need TKO to do events. Do you mean
exclude? Is that the this and that we have? Do you mean exclude? Like he excluded TKO? Because exclusive is the wrong fucking word.
Okay.
Do you mean he excluded TKO?
Let me make it simpler, okay? He does not need to do
Boxing Hacker. You can't just create definitions for words, my nigga. Like you can't just use a word and expect the nigga to understand that understands what the word means, and you saying the shit all wrong.
Let me make it easier.
What do you mean?
Let me make it easier while you cut me off each time I try to make a sentence, right? Let me just make it easier, okay? Turkey does not have to do all his events with TKO Global. He does not. He doesn't have to do all his events with Dana White. He can do his own events with other promoters. Mm-hmm. But as far as the entity known as Zuffa Boxing, it's literally a joint venture between Turkey Alashiki, and TKO. Okay. Spearheaded by Dana White. So when it comes to this situation, if Shakur Stevenson is with Zuffa Boxing, he can use the negotiation power that Turkey has with other promoters to get these fights under Ring or Riyadh season. That's not him leaving Zuffa. Why? Because Turkey is with Zuffa because he's also an entity that makes up Zuffa. So these fights can still happen, regardless if he's with Zuffa or not. They can still actually happen. Now the question that the argument that you always bring up is that, well, it makes things incredibly harder. But guess what? Any promotional company you go to, there's always gonna be another side of the fucking street. Every promotional company. If you go top rank, there's some people you just get there. They're gonna be hard to. There's some fights that are gonna be hard to make. If you go to BBC, there's some people they don't want to work with. If you go to the freaking Golden Boy, there's some people they don't want to work with. It's no matter what promotional company, there's always gonna be fights that are really hard to make. So the question is, how much incentive are you getting for where you're going to? And at the end of the day, as far as financial incentive, I don't know what he's making, but he seems extremely happy about it. And the upcoming fight they're promising him looks like it's coming to fruition. So like,
when are you planning to answer my? When are you planning to answer my question?
What's your question?
When are you planning to actually answer my question, bro? Because you said a whole bunch of shit that got nothing to do with what the fuck I asked you, bro. When are you planning to answer? When are you planning to answer my question, bro?
I'm speaking.
Do you need the question? Do you need the question re-asked to you? Now you're chopping up. Now you sound like computer love. You're in a bad spot.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Well, maybe
I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. No, this is not a Q&A session. This is a debate, right?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't need to answer leading questions. However,
hold on. Can you hear me?
If you want me to answer a question,
can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. When are you going to answer my question?
Yeah, I can answer it after my spiel. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. As far as
are you done with your what you have to say, or you got more?
Well, just to reiterate the fact.
You don't have to reiterate. I heard everything you said, bro. You don't have to.
That's fine.
I heard everything. I heard everything you said, bro. You don't have to reiterate nothing to me. Okay. All right.
Ask me a question.
So now, during my time, I just want to ask a motherfucking question because I didn't get my question answered, bro. So I'm gonna ask you again. Everything you just described, from the ways that Shakur Stevenson can make a fight, now that he's with Zuffa, I'm saying that the move is horrible and I don't like it because it makes fights harder to make for a fighter that was a free agent. Why couldn't he just see the people he wanted to fight and have his team reach out to them directly to negotiate directly with those people? I'm saying that it's easier to make fights that way. So what I'm asking you is it harder to make fights for him now that he's signed to Zuffa? Or is it easier for him to make fights now that he's signed to Zuffa, specifically with the people that we want to see him fight? So you said Tank Davis. You said you'd want to see him with the champions at 140 and 135, and you said Devin Haney. For the majority of those fights, in the position that he's in, it is now harder for him to get those fights made than it would have been if he reached out to those fighters' teams directly. Correct?
I disagree.
Okay. So why is it not harder?
So let's keep in mind that PBC is not a promotional company, right? So when you put that into perspective, right? Because people always misconflate the two, like PBC is some kind of promotional company. It's not. Actually, Tank Davis has TGB, right? He was actually got a fight on MVP promotion at one point.
Now,
right?
are you going to tie this into what this has to do with these fights being not harder to make or something? Like, are you planning to do that?
Yes.
I'm listening.
So when it comes to fights that are hard to make, when it comes to fights that are harder to make versus not harder to make, it depends on person to person. And you can't. There's no way to give.
So it doesn't depend on your business relationships.
So
it doesn't depend on the exclusive network deals that you have. It doesn't depend on any of that. It doesn't depend on whether or not you're trying to put your competition out of business. It doesn't depend on whether or not. It doesn't depend on whether or not you're trying to get laws changed and shit.
Yes, because guess what? So it depends. It's still dependent, right? Because not each person is different, right? Each person's contract with PBC as a TV show, because that's what PBC is. A TV show is different.
I don't. What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. So like it depends on person to person. Like I think Tank Davis was literally about to fight MVP, and guess what? According to this, what's the name from PBC, they didn't even like to fight, right? But Tank Davis was literally about to fight MVP. Why? Because he's with GTB and Al Heyman's definitely an advisor. It always depends on person.
He was about to fight with MVP because he was getting a stupid bag.
Yeah, and he could get stupid bad with Turkey. Let's not act that like they're not backed by both Saudi and Israel. Like, what are we talking about?
Does Tank Davis? Like, what you want to bring up Tank? Tank doesn't want to do business with Turkey. He's made that clear. So going there will make that fight very, very hard to make. Now, what I asked you was a very simple question that you were trying to talk about PBC being a TV show, and that shit ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is, bro, due to the relationships and the political situation in boxing, going to Zuffa is making fights extremely difficult to make. For instance, look at what's going on with Jai Opataya. For instance, look at what's going on with Richardson Hitchin. Fights are going to be harder to make under Zuffa because of the business relations. And you're saying that because what you do know is that the way that you say Shakur Stevenson can get fights, there's more steps and there's more hands in the pot than the way I'm saying he should have did if he really wanted smoke. You're saying, and I'm gonna lay it out for you step by step. Number one, he'd have to get permission from Dana White and Zuffa. Number two, Paramount Plus would have to be cool with him fighting on another platform. Boom. So then we got the permission. Now let's go over here and deal with Turkey. Then Turkey would have to get the promoter or the fighter he want to fight to say yes. Then we would have a fight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 steps. In my way, you reach out to the person you want to fight directly, and you say, hey, PBC, what can you offer me for Gary Antoine or Tank or both? Can you have a 2-fight deal? Can I have a 1-fight deal? Hey, Top Rank, what can you offer me if I want to fight Raymond Murataya? Or if I'm interested in Abdullah Mason fight? Or if I want to defend my title against Emiliano Vargas? Will you give me a 1-fight deal for one of them? Will you give me a 2-fight deal for 2 of them? Can I get a 3-fight deal? What you got on the table? That's much easier to do than the shit that you're describing. It's less steps involved. It's going straight to the supply with no middleman and no fucking network games where you got to get permission from your promoter or permission from the network to go across the other side of the street. Now, explain to me how what I'm saying is not easier than what the fuck you saying.
Yes. So
and be very specific.
Yes. So to be specific, right? It's like I said, still personal. Let's take Tank Davis for example, right? GTD Promotions, right? Heyman is just his advisor. He can and Tank Davis never said he wouldn't work for Turkey. What Tank Davis actually said, if Al Heyman is good with it, he's good with it. That's what he said.
That's not what I asked you, bro. That's not what I asked you. I'm gonna cut you off again. I'm gonna cut you off again, and now I'm muting you. I'll let you know when I'm muting you because I'm done playing these games. You in a trick bag, and you know you in a trick bag, and I'm not one of these people that you're gonna spin me around in circles, bro. That shit doesn't work with me. Be specific because I was able to make my point. I didn't have to use a specific name. You're trying to go one area. Tell me how it's easier for him to get fights in his current position than it was to just reach out to people directly as a free agent. Tell me why it's easier to get fights on Zuffa.
And my argument was that it depends on the fighter. There's no way you can make a blanket statement and say that it's gonna be hard for all fights. No, it's not.
So again, bro, it's not a blanket statement. Zuffa is at war with traditional boxing. Zuffa wants to put the sanctioning bodies out of business. Zuffa was trying to skirt the system and get Noel Makala to fight Jai Opataya, but they got blocked. And now David Benavidez is fighting them. Zuffa got motherfucking Richardson Hitchin stripped and he has to go to a new motherfucking division. Okay, these are all things that are happening because of this war in boxing. We you're not gonna do none of that shit. There is no time. There is no time for you to reclaim. You're to the point. You're gonna answer my question directly and give me a good, coherent argument, or you gonna dip. Them is your options, bro. So I'll ask you one more time, then I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna listen very carefully. And I better hear something that sounds like a motherfucking coherent answer.
Right. So it's my
you clearly can't hear because you start talking about a whole bunch of other shit. Okay, so listen, and then come off mute, and then let me hear your answer. How is going to Zuffa when you yourself have described something that takes more steps to make a fight? How is that easier than going directly to the teams of the people that you want to fight and negotiating directly? How is your route easier than the route that I'm describing? Now you may answer the question.
Thank you. So, like I said, and I don't know how many times I want me to say it, it's by fighter to fighter basis. Some fights are going to be easier to make than others, right? And at the end of the day, Turkey has worked with all these people. You know, like Turkey has.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. I'm done. Go do something else, bro. Go do something else. You can't answer questions because you know you cooked out here. The answer is, it is always easier. For those of y'all in the chat that don't know this, I know a lot of y'all do. 817, what's up? It's always easier to go directly to the source. Boxing Hacker, we're done, bro. We're done. You're not answering questions. You're saying the same shit over and over again because you're trying to spin out of this motherfucking trick bag that you're in. Just go on somewhere, bro. Y'all listen to me, fam. It is always easier for a fighter that wants big fights to go work with that team directly to make that big fight that they claim they want. Because when you start getting other agendas involved, other promoters involved, other networks involved, you don't think that Paramount Plus is going to want a piece of the action? You don't think that Dana White and Zuffa is going to want a piece of the action? They signed this young man to a multi-year, multi-fight deal for millions of dollars. He put him on Sports Center. He put him on motherfucking Nightcap. You think he's doing all that just so he can say, nah, bro, go over there and Riyadh Seas in Turkey. Y'all make the fight. And we're just going to sit over here on Zuffa and Paramount and just watch the guy that we just signed to a multi-year, multi-fight deal fight on Dazn. Who the fuck doing that? Who the fuck doing that for real? Y'all all know the answer to that motherfucking question, bro. Y'all all know the answer to that motherfucking question, bro. Look. I'm going to do this, bro. First, let me make sure I ain't catch. Shout out to Kathenas with the 5-piece in the cash app. He says, Zuffa don't recognize 140. Shakur Stevenson played itself. Damn. Brandon Broussard says, with the 10-piece in the cash app, check your email. Hacker is crazy, but he not lying. We already debunked that. I think I saw your email come through, bro. We got it up on the screen. Go check the playback, fam, if you're not in here no more. Look, panel's open, bro. Panel's open. I got probably about 20, 30 minutes max. We can have a free for all. Panel is open. Hacker, I'm gonna let you back up for the open panel. You can argue with with the people up here, bro. I'm not finna you're not finna give me a motherfucking headache on a Friday. This dumb shit. I'm not giving me a motherfucking headache. Panel is open. Y'all can use the same link that's in the chat. What up? If don't nobody hit that motherfucker, then I'll just, you know what I'm saying, ride off into the sunset and shit. But if anybody want to come up here, now's the time, bro. Now's the time. I'll give y'all a few minutes. And please smash the like button if you haven't already. Join the channel as a member. Y'all know we drop the exclusive content every single week for our channel members. I think I got some really good plays for y'all this week on the Bet with KO video. And if you were a channel member, y'all know we've been on a run lately, bro. Y'all know we've been kicking ass and taking names lately on the betting and shit. And don't forget to donate to the channel, man. If you haven't hit that super chat, hit the super chat, hit the cash app, show your support, man. It's Friday. I know you niggas got paid. Hey, if you can buy a sack of weed, man, you can drop a super chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you can go to the liquor store and get a bottle, you can drop a super chat, man. If you can go get you some fried chicken or some shit, you know what I mean? If you can go get you some pasta or something, you can go get, you can drop a super chat. Y'all know you can, bro. Go ahead and do that. We got the link in the chat. Maybe I should refresh the link. Maybe I'll put open panel. Because somebody come in here and say, oh no, that's a smoke link. There you go. Let's go. Had some good cooks today, bro. Real talk. Let's pin this one too. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Let's read some questions from the chat. If y'all got questions in the chat or something you want me to respond to, now is the time. While I'm waiting on people to hit up on the panel. The rest of the show is y'all's. Whether y'all want to do it from the chat or you want to hit that link and come up and have an open panel, whatever y'all want to do. Shout out to WTF Media. He says, my question is this. If Turkey never shows up, would all the promotions be under the zone? I personally don't think so. They were too comfortable with the status quo. That is the one fucking thing that I will give credit to Turkey for. Yes. He was a problem. They see him trying to take the shit over. It brought them all together. I will give him that. For sure. I will give him that. Because I'm not a fucking liar. Now get the fuck out of here. Now get your ass the fuck out of here.
What up,
that's what I'm telling you, WTF.
What up, William Old School?
10, what up, Old School? What's up with y'all? Shawnee Bo with the 5 piece in the super chat.
And say this real quick, if you ain't
Go
mind.
ahead.
Two things. I was playing Fight Night Champion earlier, if anybody has played that. I tried to box like Shakur. Nigga, I got booed by the video game. Second off, man, if you use the word casual, stop. If you use the word casual, I need to see your receipts to back up that you spending money. Because a lot of you niggas is hardcore couch potatoes that still fucking fights. Every nigga that has called me a casual has never showed me a picture of them at a fight. No pay-per-view receipts. I got pictures at fights. That picture I got right there, that's outside Boots fights. I'm sexted. I'm like close as hell. Man, KO, I can send you video. Like, these niggas don't spend money on fights. So like Shannon said, I would never in my life spend money on a Shakur Stevenson fight. I actually have the Dazn Ultimate, and instead of watching Shakur versus Tio, I went to a local event because I actually got to see niggas get knocked the fuck out.
Damn.
And that's all I wanted to say for all you niggas that keep acting like we can't call this nigga boring. He's boring, man.
Damn. Shout out to Shawnee Bo with the 5 piece in the super chat. He said,
man, salute KO in the panel.
Good,
you know
bro.
I'm gonna be in the chat, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see you soon. Shawnee Bo with the 5 piece in the super chat said, salute, my dog. Salute, bro. We Old School. Welcome up, bro. Talk to me. What you got?
Well, all I wanted to say is, why do you do it to yourself, KO? Why do you bring that dude up on your panel? You know he's never got a goddamn good answer for any fucking thing. And then he acts like some kind of conspiracy theorist with his damn bullshit when it comes to boxing, bro. Why do you do it to yourself, bro?
Come, man, I got to entertain the people, man. You know what I mean? I got to entertain
That's
y'all, man.
not entertaining, dude. I see people leave the damn chat all the time when that dude hits the panel.
Some people do, but some people like it, man. I like to have people up here to challenge me and disagree with me, but I get you, man. You and D1 live tonight?
Yeah, we're going live tonight.
All right, y'all be sure to check out William Old School and D1, man. They will be live tonight over on the Angry White Man podcast. You know you're more than welcome to stay, William. You always welcome.
Yeah, I'm out of here, bro. I just got home. I'm going to eat.
All right, man. Enjoy your night. Have a great show, bro.
You too, bro.
All right. Juke, talk to me. What's up?
What up? How y'all doing?
Chilling. What you got for the show?
I was gonna say your patience is gold. You and Tucson have some of the best patience, and I'm working towards it. I need to be better because I don't know how you did that. I would have pulled my hair out. Oh my god. But I would say I do slightly.
You gotta be. You get sometimes. You know. In the kitchen, sometimes the best meals are the ones that take a long time to cook.
I know, but
you gotta walk people in the shit. You know what I mean? You gotta walk them into the knockout shot.
KO.
You know what I'm talking about? You gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. But go ahead though. I'm listening.
You knock the man out, pick him up, woke him up, knock him out again, pick him up, woke him up. I don't know. Just because he's delusional doesn't mean that the knockout wasn't there. Like he's crispy.
He was sleeping. He ain't know he was asleep. I got you. I got
you. Anyway,
be careful for they start for that. Y'all be careful. Don't compliment me too much now. Y'all know they like to call y'all followers and shit.
You need to do better. Let me just give you some tips. My bad. I forgot.
Yeah, you know how they D1. You know how they get D1. You know what I mean?
I can't compliment you too much. My bad.
Real shit.
I don't know. Okay, you know what? That's good. I'm gonna disagree with you. Hey, put this on record. I disagree with you a little bit. I don't know if Turkey is the reason everybody on the zone. I'm gonna tell you why. Because before Turkey came,
it's not something.
I feel like you already have, you had Frank Warren over there, right? Because they, Sky Network kind of fell off, right? Whatever the heck happened, they had those issues. So you had Matchroom, a lot of the UK people was over there already, right? And I think that what really happened with Top Rank was when the ESPN deal expired and they were reconsidering doing it again. So they were kind of out of home. Golden Boy has been, they kind of had like these, they didn't have like a long-term contract, but they were majority all over there. The only people who they really added recently was Top Rank because they lost their deal. Their deal expired. PBC still has Prime, right? They still have Amazon Prime. They're just leasing their fights out. So their fighters aren't like signed directly. They don't have a directly signed to the zone, but it makes sense for them because it's just extra eyes, it's extra money because they were going to host these events anyway. Like the zone is not putting on PBC events. They're just they get streaming rights on some of the events and they have to pay for it. So I think that probably would have came together as Showtime fell apart. I just think it's the nature of the beast. I don't really give him credit for that. That's just my opinion. Because now if PBC was to say, you know what, Amazon is trash, we go over there, then maybe I could say that. But because they're not, like these guys aren't directly signed to the zone, that's why I don't give him credit for that. And I feel like it was kind of, they were working together already. I just feel like I think that's over exaggerated. Like, they never weren't working together. Yes, they was. Like,
so I'm trying to figure out how is Turkey trying to make this all one big happy family when he's got investments into Zuffa and that's Paramount, and then investments into DAZN. Like I don't get how Shakur can come to the fucking thoughts of we're all working for Turkey anyways. No, you're not. No, you're not, bro. You work for Paramount, and the rest of boxing came together to get shown on one fucking station, one app.
He gonna realize everybody ain't working for Turkey when Dana White keep putting them in there with people that don't nobody want to fucking see.
Bro, that's another thing, bro. People don't understand how Dana operates. They think he's gonna come out here and just turn over a new leaf and start doing all this cross promotional shit. The guy has a reputation to uphold. He came into MMA the way he did. He built the fucking sport. Kudos to him for that. But he operated a certain way over there, bro. He's got to continue to operate in that manner. And that is, it's us. The rest don't matter. Literally came out here and said, we're ripping down boxing to the bare bones, ripping it apart and rebuilding broken boxing. But now people want me to believe because Shakur signed to Zuffa, now they're going to have ring cards and all these fucking Stop, bro. I don't believe it. He's a duck. It's a fucking duck move. They better be fighting one another. Hacker, you're a disingenuous piece of shit too, bro. I hate people that fucking talk about.
Let me get Jay because I remember Jay was up here the other night and I had to end the show and I felt bad because Jay didn't get to speak. Jay, go ahead, bro. Talk to me.
This is open panel, right? So I can talk about whatever.
Whatever you want, bro.
Okay. This isn't something you talked about tonight. It was just you made it short that Teofimo didn't deserve the Rolly fight. I kind of just disagree with that, just because I get that he lost to Shakur, but to me, even though Shakur is boring sometimes, Shakur is still like an elite level fighter, and he was already like a multi-time champion or whatever before that. So to me, it's just like, he kind of deserved a Rolly fight before that, so losing to Shakur didn't take that away from me. That's all. That's kind of what I wanted to.
I ain't mad at that. Here's why I say what I said though, bro. Like I want boxing to be like a sport, and you don't get rewarded for losing in any other sport. He shouldn't be rewarded to be able to fight for a world title, have the opportunity to become a 3-division champion. After getting, he didn't just lose to Shakur. He got his ass dominated, bro, with one fucking hand. Like he don't deserve no motherfucking title shot. Moving up a weight class and getting a title shot in a weight class he never fucking fought in. I don't even know. I'm looking at the rankings right now. Rolly, Jack Catterall, I think is going another route, but you got Raw Kirill, Conor Benn, Conor Walker, and a lot of other people that actually been fighting in that motherfucking weight class that you can give shots to over the motherfucking Team of Lethal. He's only getting a shot because it's a big fight, bro.
But the problem is, like some of those people you mentioned, I believe Teofimo is better than. Like, so I like even
That's
though
cool.
like,
So beat one of them. Beat
like,
one
I
of them.
he's better than Conor Benn.
That's cool. Then beat one of them and prove it. But just because you believe it, don't mean he
But I also
deserves
believe
it.
he's better than Rolly.
That's fine. That's fine. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get an opportunity to beat Rolly Romero and become a 3-division champion. But there are other people that have put in work at 147 pounds that are more deserving, bro. I just don't. I don't feel like you.
I also advocated for Ryan.
I
can't advocate against T.O. Like I advocate.
I mean, that's your prerogative. But I said the same thing about Ryan. I'm saying this. I said the same thing when Rolly. Rolly got a shot with Ryan Garcia. Him and Ryan fighting for fucking titles, and Rolly got knocked out by motherfucking Pitbull.
He was also an ex-title holder. Like he was like he lost.
Like niggas losing by knockout and then getting title opportunities. Shit's crazy. Meanwhile, Albert Bell, 32 fucking years old. I know nobody gives a fuck about Albert, but he's 32 fucking years old, 28-0, and he's going undefeated, outboxing everybody. And he got to wait to a motherfucker to not make it to the goddamn fight for him to finally get a title shot opportunity. But guys like T.O. can lose. Joe Cordina can get knocked the fuck out and move up and get like. Niggas just get title opportunities after losses, bro. I don't fuck with it. Bro, I'm not gonna change my stance for T.O., bro. Like, especially for Team Lethal. I don't even like that motherfucker.
No,
I was at the ad.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
All the time. I never know why.
What up? What up, 2 Cent? Salute. Sam, talk to me. Then we're going to 2 Cent. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I really don't. I just came. I just wanted to be here because I ain't been able to be here in a minute. I apologize. I ain't.
Welcome up, bro. Welcome. Good to have you, man. Hope everything's well with you, fam.
Yeah, tell 2 Cents to send me something so I can get on our channel or something.
Okay.
I can share.
2 Cent, what's up? What you got for the show?
Well, you know me, Kale. I just had a couple questions that I wanted to ask. I was really curious about. Now, I hear a lot of people saying Shakur can fight on a ring card. First of all, how Shakur know? My first question is, does Zuffa make you fight the best, or you can fight whoever you want to fight? Because I'm confused. Because Shakur said he's going to be fighting whoever he want to fight. And I heard Max Kellerman say that Rayo was the best at 135. And Shakur said he ain't never fighting him. And they both under the Zuffa banner. So I'm wondering, does that mean Shakur ducking Rayo? I'm just curious, according to y'all's logic. Secondly, I wanted to ask, I understand what people saying about you can fight on the ring card and you can do all that. I get that. But my question is, when Conor Benn signed to Zuffa, did we see him with the photo shoot with the uniform?
I don't know. I saw him on an interview with
not looking like Captain Go the distance like Shakur's ass was.
But I don't think I did though. No, I don't
think we didn't see Conor Benn in the uniform. Okay. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we haven't seen anybody else fighting with quote unquote Turkey in a Zuffa uniform. So I don't think that Shakur is signed to that part of whatever they going on with the ring cards and all of that. Because he was in the uniform, to me,
private school uniform, yeah.
To me, the whole uniform thing, like that made me feel some type of way. Because how did you end up here? Y'all know at the beginning of like the BET movies where it's like something crazy going on, and then they like pause it and they be like, "I'm gonna tell you where it all started." So imagine the video, you seeing Shakur Stevenson, he at the Zuffa photo shoot, and you like, this is a 4-division world champion, and this and this and that, and he was supposed to be the face of boxing, and it's like, let me tell you how he ended up in this Zuffa uniform, because it's like he's going backwards, bro. Like I don't understand how people are like cool with you going to sign with people that talk shit about Al all day, and they don't know nothing. They know everything about Dana White, but then they encourage everybody to go over there and sign with him. knowing how he treats his fighters and how that whole thing is going down. But listen, it's his prerogative. My thing is, I'm not sure if Shakur Stevenson will or will not be able to fight other fighters because Zuffa can't guarantee that the other promoters will work with them. They can't guarantee Shakur that. They can't guarantee Shakur that. And we already know he's not going to be worried about no more belts, Mr. Legacy, because Zuffa doesn't have the licensing to hold title fights. And they don't even have a 140 division. So to me, it's just a lot of questions. And it's like y'all just ignore the logic, then it be true. Ignore the logic, then it be true. Y'all ignored the logic. We said Shakur was going to Zuffa. Zuffa the G League, he ain't going to Zuffa. Not Shakur going to Zuffa. Now y'all jumping through hoops to try to make Zuffa all this be okay. And it's the money, it's the money, it's the money. We can't go from legacy to it's the money because your favorite fighter changed their mind. Y'all, in my opinion, y'all owe certain fighters an apology because y'all crucified and criticized them for the same exact thing your fighter is doing now. And I'm gonna land my plane. That's my 2 cents.
All right, panel is open. I got about 15 minutes. Y'all get y'all shit off. Oh, anybody got nothing?
Bro, okay. The Abdullah Mason fight, I was 7 rows out. People were trying to say the shit was 6-0 for Bell. To me, bro, that shit wasn't even close to that.
Yeah, no.
I
mean, you could give him maybe the first round or something. I thought Bell won a good portion of that first half of the fight.
No, you definitely did because you're influenced heavily by what the zone tells you.
No, I watched it. I literally watched it.
Like you're the fans I be talking about.
No, you be saying this, dude. Like you
shit out all the time.
Fights,
you come out with the same exact scorecards as Chris Mannix every single time.
Every time me and you watch a fight together, you always call the fight wrong, and I get it right.
Well, I was saying I rewatched the fight D1. The night of D1, I thought I knew I missed something because you go to the bathroom, I was just moving around. But I rewatched it, and I think that Bell did a good job. But I will say, I originally gave, I don't know what I was saying. I gave
oh shit, my bad.
The first 6 rounds after rewatching it, I think it was 3-2. And then I think that in the second half, I feel like Abdullah really just took off and did much better. And then I forgot about that second knockdown. So yeah, I was.
Albert definitely he was up in the first 6 rounds, I would say, but it wasn't no 6.
Abdullah really just it was just he just took over, and so yeah, I think I was nervous unnecessarily because I watched it again and I actually scored it round by round. I said, okay, well yeah, it wasn't like Bell wasn't winning that handedly, but also it was just very competitive. So I think, and I wasn't listening to the zone, but I also, like I said, I missed the round because there was some stuff when I rewatched it that I didn't remember from the first play. So
yeah, y'all give me a second because I feel like this is a nasty point right here by Ashley's Corner. She said Shakur said Tank is a disgrace to boxing because Tank was going for the bag versus Jake Paul, but Shakur turned around not 12 months after and go for the bag by signing to Zuffa. That's bad.
Well, that's different though. Jake Paul.
But Shakur turned his legacy away.
Is a social media influencer boxer, right?
Ashley
signed his legacy away.
Going over there to take easy money.
In general.
Ashley cooked with that.
It's totally different because Jake Paul.
This is so much worse than why
Jake Paul was like a social media boxer, and they were like, "What?"
It broke my heart seeing Shakur in that dang on Zuffa.
Hey everybody.
It's one thing Tank did.
I
hated the Jake Paul fight. I hated it. But it was a one fight offer for like life-changing money, right? Although he's made money like that, but it was like one fight. Like it wasn't a multi-fight deal. It was one fight. I'm gonna go get this back right back. And people crucified him, right? It wasn't gonna like lock him into anything. It was an exhibition. And by the way, some of the greats have had exhibitions midway through their career, a la Muhammad Ali. He's done it before. Middle of his career, before the Foreman fight, and I think that last Frazier fight. So we've seen it, right? But it's like that was one thing. I crucified Tank over it. But what Shakur did is so much worse because you're literally leaving traditional boxing for a multi-fight deal with someone who's notorious for locking people into deals, not paying them right, who has no one over there that we want to see. Even if Devin goes over there, I'm not even that pressed about that Devin fight, to be real. So I don't even care about that much. But fine, that's one good fight. So you're literally taking out at least a year of your career to commit to something about this mysterious bag that no one can even verify?
It's a multi-year deal. It's not 1 year, Jupe. It's multiple years.
I got a question.
Hey, y'all let me hold on real quick. Y'all let me get Dean in here. Dean, talk to me, fam. Philly in the building.
Shakur said Tank is a disgrace to.
Hold on, Rich. You got some background noise. Dean, go ahead, Dean.
I deal with stuff in real life. Today ain't been the best day. I want to say to all of y'all, I'm a little disappointed, y'all. I'll tell you why, man. We cannot let people get away with what they trying to do.
Facts.
This is a fucking disgrace. So I spent the last 2.5 years of my life, and motherfuckers are talking to me about unifications. Boxing Hacker is one of the main ones. Gervonta, you never unified. Obviously, Shakur don't give a fuck about that either. See, the funniest thing now, niggas want to sit up here and debate KO. I sat up here and listen, bro. And y'all main talking point is about the bag? How dare you? How fucking dare you talk? No, KO. No, bro. I'm like, bro, on some real man shit. Like, this is adult shit.
No, I'm laughing because it's true. Go ahead, bro.
No, this is fucking adult shit. Y'all talked to me. Y'all said y'all got a legacy fighter, and it wasn't for the bag.
That's why
and
I call
all Tank Davis do is fight for the bag, and then these motherfuckers sign for a bag that's still not as big as Gervonta's bag. They still not gonna make as much money as they would make fighting that, nigga. Still, if you think I'm lying, who was the first person Shakur Stevenson said he still want to fight after signing the Zuffa? Don't nobody answer the question because we know the fucking answer, don't we? So I'm actually confused now. The WBC, WBO, IBF, and the WBA, that shit don't matter no more now, right? But Crawford, undisputed, 3 divisions. You can't do that shit at Zuffa now, can you?
Nope.
What about being unified, 4-division champ? Nope. That was from the WBO, WBA, IBF, and
I don't know if you
WBC.
missed it, Dean, but he said he don't care about that shit no more. Keep going, though.
Now, what hold the fuck on. What they say?
Shakur did an interview. Shakur said he don't care about that shit no more. Keep going.
He don't care about that shit no more. Hey, Hacker, didn't I tell you that wasn't the main thing they cares about, Hacker?
Bro, you
I got a question about all this.
One of y'all
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want certain people to answer questions. Didn't these motherfuckers tell me that all people do is fight for the goddamn bag? And that they fighter would never do that, that they are a legacy fighter and they fight for fucking legacy. These motherfuckers drop legacy, go to Zuffa, this nigga about to fight Ryo. The same nigga who fired his manager to duck Gervonta.
Yeah. Y'all better hold. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go to.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Get these niggas dick out your mouth. Get these balls out your mouth. Y'all are a disgrace. And all you Shakur fans that's sitting up there dick riding this shit, just know I'm on your ass 30 days, 30 nights. Y'all on all bullshit. Y'all, what about? I thought he wasn't going to Zuffa. First, let's get back to the first narrative, motherfucker. I thought he wasn't going there.
I'm out. Now they're gonna cap, bro. They're
swarm around. Hold on, let me see something. Go ahead, Rich. Rich, while you talking though, I'm gonna play this video for you. Go ahead, Rich. We listening, bro.
Looking like Captain Golden Distance.
No, it's playing while you talk. It's Shakur Stevenson.
I just want to say
this. Zuffa outfit. Go ahead.
I just want to say this though. I hear Dean keep saying his legacy stuff. He made a video about it and all that too. Because Shakur already got his legacy in. Shakur, Hall of Famer. He a 4-time division champion. People his age right now that's not that. He already a Hall of Famer. So all that stuff is out the window. Now he about to be a Hall of Fame over at Zuffa. And you got to deal with it and talk about it.
I don't think you know what legacy is. The true meaning of legacy.
Hey, let me catch
he already built his legacy, man. He already accomplished. He probably already accomplished everything.
Everybody, hold up! I know y'all hear me. I know y'all hear me. Let me catch the super chat. Shout out to Tunnel Vision with the 5 pieces in super chat. All the revenue streams being cut off. HBO, Showtime, ESPN is about them together, not Turkey. And Hacker is a paid plant. Damn. We got Zoomverse with the 2 piece in the super chat says, 100. Hypocrisy at its finest. Yeah, Dean Cook with that. Victor, the OG, with the 5-piece in the super chat said, just like that, Big Dean. Right again. I was right again. Terrence, go ahead, man. Your boy done signed the Zuffa. What you got?
All right. So first and foremost, Dean is going crazy.
Wait, hold on. I ain't. Let me say this
my bad, Rich. My bad, Rich. Let Rich
say
finish,
this one
Terrence.
thing. Let me say this one thing.
Go ahead.
It wasn't too many people saying he wasn't going to sign his Zuffa. Niggas said that he had that 5-fight deal with Matchroom. That's the Dean. Nobody wasn't screaming that he didn't sign his Zuffa. None of that.
Said 5 fights, Rich.
All right, man. We ain't gonna go through this.
It wasn't 5. We said
No, people were saying that. I agree with what
We did not say that, y'all. The dude said it on the interview. We didn't say that. The guy said it on the interview.
And we told you it was wrong. And now we found out.
How is he wrong when he was the president of the company or whoever he was?
How's he with Zuffa, 2 Cent?
So am I gonna listen to him or am I gonna listen to y'all?
How's he with Zuffa? Listen to Shakur. Shakur said
you gonna listen to Shakur, Eddie Hearn. That's what you gonna listen to.
Up his 135 belt. Why do you do stuff like this? Because you know that man said, we said multi-fight deal. He had a multi-fight deal. The man from the zone, the CEO of the zone said 3 to 5. He had at least 3. That quarter was a
but I'm not trying to argue that point. All I'm saying is
obviously that was incorrect.
All I'm saying
that's why he's at Zuffa.
Not one person.
Obviously it's incorrect.
Not one person said he ain't signed his Zuffa. Y'all was the ones saying that he still signed the Matchroom. Y'all was the ones that said he still signed the Matchroom.
He obviously was still signing the Matchroom because he was on the. Is he still on the website?
Switch it around on us.
Is he still on the website, Rich? Rich, is he still on the website?
Go ahead,
Is he still on the website? Is he still on the website?
He signed the
No. Y'all like to come up here and say stupid shit, and then when we ask y'all to clarify, y'all don't want to do that. Rich, who said that? Hold on, let me talk. Rich, who said that who you said that the Matchroom CEO said that he had the multiple fight deal?
Yeah, it was
and then Dana White said, hold on. And then Dana White said he had issues signing them because they were in contracts.
He never said that.
So hold on, let me finish.
Yeah,
so you could probably think that he probably was in the deal and they had issues signing them because he was in a contract. And the reason why Eddie Hearn knew he was signing the Zuffa is because they had to work out whatever they had to work out for him to be able to sign.
That's not
why
true.
are y'all so dumb?
I heard a Matchroom guy named Eddie Hearn.
He never said that.
He
never said Shakur signed to a contract.
I heard
everybody working with
the shit that y'all want to argue about, bro. It's telling me everything. It's telling me everything I need to know.
I'm not
just so y'all know the shit that y'all are trying to move the goalpost to, and the shit y'all are choosing to stick on is very fucking telling.
No, but
now I got one more minute because I'm getting off this bitch at 6:15. But these are go live right now. Y'all take that shit over there and y'all go turn over there. Terrence, you can have the last word, Terrence, because I'm finna get off this motherfucker. Go ahead,
Your
Terrence.
favorite fighter signed to the G League.
First and foremost,
making big money.
As a Shakur fan, I'm not happy he signed with Zuffa. Not every Shakur fan is saying, "Oh yeah, we're not happy he signed with Zuffa," and I'm upset about it. I'm not happy. So not every Shakur fan is saying, "Oh yeah, we're happy he signed." So I didn't want him to sign with Zuffa, but he did. So we got to live with whatever he did. He signed with him, but. Only thing I want to point out, Knockout, is D1 said he saw the contract. How the hell does he know what's the details of his contract with Zuffa? That's what I'm gonna close with. We don't know what that is.
I got you. And look, salute to you, bro. Y'all go over there. Demon's about to be talking about this topic right now. So if y'all are not done with this topic and y'all want to keep it going, y'all go over there by Dean by any means. I'm gonna put his link in the chat. Shout out to my dog Brashley though with that 5-piece in the super chat. That ninja, every bit of 160 in that video. Sending Tank that old ass video of him getting on the scale. LOL. Even Devin said, but he not 147. Damn. Shout out to P Hunter with being a member for a month. He said it's boxing in the Hall of Fame that people don't remember. That's facts. Here go Deem's channel right there. Y'all go check him out. He is going live right now. I'm about to get off this motherfucker because I'm about to go enjoy my weekend. And I'll catch y'all soon. We'll be back live Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all pull up on your boy KO. Appreciate everybody pulling up on this Friday live. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. We out of here. Peace.